No intro. No intro. No intro. We're getting right into it. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to do. Okay. Do you have me? Test my aim. Yeah, niggas nuts like testicles. Hit you up in your apartment building. Best of you. Think it's best of you. Keep on walking. Keep on walking. Keep on sparking. Prezi Platinum. That was sparkling. See me at the auction. Never see me at the auction. Pineapple, Bacardi, talking, speaking, eating cheese sandwiches down for the weekend. Knocked up with dirty white boys and Rican. Locked up with dirty white boys and Rican. What's good? What we doing? What we doing? It's out the way. Pop it up here. We good. Y'all can hear me? Open the door, not close it. Hey, man. It's been a great weekend. It's been a great week. Good to see y'all. I'm happy to be here. I know y'all appreciate everybody for pulling up on me on this Sunday evening. Um, Please, if you haven't already, as you come in, hit the like button. Why not? Fuck it, right? Ain't nothing else. That's all I'm asking. Super sticker, $1 too, whatever. But the fact that we're here right now, the fact that you decided to tap in with your boy, I appreciate you. Okay. Yesterday we had some events. Major League Waving. Uh, not too much beef. Not too much anything going on the pages like that. Just some regular shit. Um, but I got some people coming in a little bit in about a half an hour or so. But I want to say congratulations to Wave Cartel on their victory, going 5 games. Even though I know y'all niggas is just working. When I mean working, I mean just working, putting guys out there, getting niggas in the game, letting niggas get their shots up. That's what I seen yesterday. I seen Wade Cartel letting niggas get their shots up yesterday. Before we go any further, shout out to niggas was in the building. What's going on? DQ, I see you. Demo, what's going on? Shell, Sith, what up? Whole lot of gang shit. You know what I mean? Karan, what's going on, my boy? Hope all is well, my nigga. Smitty was popping. Drop phase, I see you. K Wayne, I see you. Drina, you already know the vibes. Cold World, what's going on? JP, I see you. What's popping? J Monroe, what's going on? Gang in this fucking motherfucker. What's popping? C-Sick, what's going on with you? Whole lot of it. But yeah, I seen them niggas getting some shots up. I'm not gonna put the battles up. I'm just gonna talk for a little bit. Don't mind me. Let me go. Let me go. You know what I'm saying? But I seen niggas getting some shots up yesterday. I thought it was pretty dope. I like the strategy. But I feel like people don't understand is that's necessary. That's necessary. When you know you don't have an opponent that you know you could possibly go in there and 3-0 skunk them, but to be able to go in there, you know what? Let some other niggas get a chance to get some work in, get some shots in, get some shots up. You know what I mean? And it's like this. It's like preparing the battle, right? Is a real thing. Like I know niggas understand. Niggas who battle, they know. Preparing for a battle is a real thing, especially when you're going up against, another squad that can definitely take your head off if you don't play this right. If you don't come with the best of the best, it's over with, right? Um, so it's important to keep people in shape, as I like to call it, right? In my chat, I'm pretty sure in all chats, I'm pretty sure all chats, I'm pretty sure all chats. Everybody is permitted to handle collage, and you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we're gonna see who the best is. And I know that goes on in my chat. Everybody is required to handle the collage, just so everybody can stay ready, just so you don't get out of practice. You know, you stay in tune with what's going on today, and you know, because the way things are in the game right now, and the way the game is evolving, you got to be able to keep up with what the fuck is going on, and definitely you got to be able to make sure that you are um current with collages and the way people are judging now, because it's different. We know this already, so you got to stay in shape. You got to stay in tune with what's going on. So we need collages every day. So salute to the cartel for keeping their guys in shape, letting them guys come in, get some workouts, get some shots up, go on 5 games. When I think most of us, majority of us, knew that if they would have went with their hardest 3 from the rip, it could have been a 3-0 from the rip. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that. I appreciate the see. I like that. Me personally, I like that. Not even to the fact of making it a good game, but just being able to go out there, just being able to like, yo, we got this. We got a 3. We could take 3. It doesn't matter who they put up against these 3. We got 3. But give me 2 more. We're gonna throw them out there. We're gonna make sure that these guys come outside and you know what I'm saying, make sure that these guys get a chance to get some shots up. Salute to them for doing that. Now, salute to Drip Seth. They win 3-0 versus my gang, WTBD, with that brush through. Good battles. Salute to the 3 Wavehead, Drina, and Nicole coming out there doing what they had to do. And I'm looking at it, right? I'm watching it, and I'm like, damn. Okay, I see what it is. And I'm listening, but I'm just listening. I'm listening to the talk. I'm listening to I'm reading the comments, listening to the talk, and I'm just like, does it hurt? Yeah. We competitive. We here to fucking compete. So I don't give a fuck who you is, whether you're the worst team in the league or the best team in the league. When you hearing other teams boast about their squad or really go crazy like that, like talking heavy about their squad, it hurts, especially when you're not in a place to really combat it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it almost feels slight way disrespectful. Personally, it almost personally feels disrespecting. Like, yo, this nigga just said, what about my mama? This nigga just called my mama what? Like, what'd he say? Like, I feel like people just kind of, and I see now how things can get out of hand on the pages. You know what I'm saying? Because when you that, but you have to be that in tune. You got to be that involved. You got to be that invested in this shit to really feel that type of way. You understand what I'm saying? So just to the point where it's like, all right, now I see now, like, why niggas felt the way they felt and why things sometimes progress and go a different way, because it hurt. You know what I'm saying? That shit hit a nigga in the chest. Like, Like, you know what I'm saying? The slow death. Tell my mom I love her. Tell my sister I love her. Tell my brother it's on him. Take care of the family. Like, you feel that shit, and I can see how niggas could be like, yo, man, fuck all y'all niggas, fuck 40, fuck so and so. Use a bitch ass. Like, then now you start going into like personal shit. Like, use a bitch ass nigga. This person, nigga. You know what I mean? SMD. All of y'all nigga. SMD. Shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it. Like, I see how you get there. I see how they get to that point. And I was telling this to my nigga yesterday. I'm like, yo, it's cool. You upset? I'm upset. I said, we never really been on this side of the fence before. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the anger comes into place. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when the anger comes in. That's when the frustration gets sets in, because it's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And then you come back, and then it's like, nigga, you just started. You can't really attack them, because in all actuality, it's like you know inside that this is like, you can't really attack the other team because they do what they're supposed to do. Like, you can't get mad at these niggas for talking how they talk. You really can't. You can't get mad at them. You can, but technically, it's all in the realm of competition. It's all in the realm of, nobody said anything about my mother. Nobody said anything about my family, but I felt like he did. I felt like Nicole was talking crazy about my mother yesterday. I felt like Drip. I felt like all the niggas in the comments was talking about my moms. Like, yo, Bakes, your mom is so fat. She get a group discount at. I felt like it was a whole lot of young mama jokes going on in the comments, and nobody said anything personally, but I felt like that. The energy, and it hurts. It hurts because it's like, woo, it stings, this motherfucker, man. Because you know in your hearts there's nothing you can really do at that time. It's like, all right. Or you can really say publicly, it's like, I got that, salute to y'all. But behind the scenes, it's like, motherfuck, man. Fuck these niggas, man. What the fuck's going on in here? Y'all niggas didn't get the fuck is up, man. Damn. Good game, y'all. Yo, salute to y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas, hey, man, we gonna see y'all again, yo. You know what I'm saying? And then, yo, man, what the fuck? Y'all niggas better get y'all shit together. Niggas about to get booted today. Straight like that. Fuck was that, nigga? Hey, yo, man, I want to say good game. Salute to everybody that came out, tapped in, you know what I'm saying, and put their 4-way out there. You know, my squad put everything out on the field. We did our best. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Publicly. But it's real shit. It's real shit. You know what I'm saying? It's real shit. It's real shit. Appreciate you. It's AODQ. That's what it be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's what it be. And my nigga, listen, Jeezy in here, he know the vibes. It's just like, all right, it's 4-0 talk, 6-0 talk, like, you know what I mean? Like, woo! You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. But when you at that place, in your journey and where we at right now with the competitiveness, is just like, all right. And hopefully, I mean, I can say this. I'm going to say this. I know that there are teams. I know this. Well, I ain't gonna say I know, but I'm pretty certain. I'm assuming, and I feel sure about it, that there are teams who feel like we're gonna go out here and have some fun. Win, lose, or draw, we get them next year. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Right now, we're going to keep grinding. 2024 is our year. 2025 is our year. And there's some teams that's like, nah, my nigga, fuck that 2024, 5, 6, fuck all of that shit. The time is now. It's win or it's all or nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no next year, nigga. It's right here, right the fuck now. We got to do this shit now. And that's how my team thinking. I'm sure that's what a few of the teams, they half of the league, I feel like feels like that. So when you do take that L, it's like, it's just different energy. It's a different fucking energy. Salute. Salute to them. Salute to them. Publicly. Salute to them. You know what I'm saying? Salute to them. Did I see them comments? Yeah, I seen Nate. I seen Foxy. I seen who else was in there? I seen Drop Phase in there. I seen them niggas in there. I seen niggas in there talking. Seen Nicole in there talking. We see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, like, all right. And it's to the point where it's like, you can't really say nothing like like wave related at that point. There's nothing you can say wave related at that point. Well, you got a fork. That's a fork in your crown, no. That is a fork in your crown, no. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna blame it on the judges. Hey, man, hey, Drip, show all the judges, though. Show all the votes. Show all the votes, bro. Fuck that. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We see it. We see it. We see it. We see what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? The fuck, we ain't about to play like that. We see it. So just to the point where it's like, all right, you know what I mean? So that's when it gets to the, I see it again. I see how niggas go left. I see how niggas go left. Because you don't really have anything to say way related to this person who you know will fuck you up in a battle. So it's like, yo, you a bitch ass nigga though. Like, fuck you, nigga. Like, you a bitch ass nigga though. All y'all niggas is some bitches. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, what? I mean, how we go from this to this? I know how, because I felt like that yesterday. I felt like that. I deleted some comments. I'm gonna say it here. I deleted some things. You know, and you know, it was some things that were typed in my phone, in my comment, and I deleted them. I did it. But there were some. They were targeted towards certain people. You know, Nate, I wanted to say something to you. You know, we probably wouldn't have to see each other when we seen each other after that. I was okay with it. Like, at the moment, it's what I felt as though I could do to redeem myself. My pride was in the way. I had to eat that shit. Fuck, nigga. Shut the hell up, Nate, with your non-direct taking ass, nigga. But it's like, can I be here right now? Possibly, but I don't know what's gonna come after that. Fuck that. Shit. Fuck all that shit. Fuck all them niggas. Like, that was the energy, man. And I get it, because it's so much. It's so much. If I'm gonna be vulnerable, I'm gonna be honest today. If y'all want to sit in there and just look like, nah, I never feel like that. Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Demo, I see your comment. It's definitely motivation. It has to be. Because there's no other way. There's no other way to settle it. There's no other way to go from there. You understand what I'm saying? There's no other way. Like, yeah, you can go on the pages and drop a meme and all that other shit. But when it all comes down to where we are right now is when we line it up, what's going to happen? And that's team, individual. At the end of the day, regardless of whatever happens, it all comes back to this right here, this four-way. This live battle, whatever the fuck you feel as though is respectable enough to shut another nigga up or to get that upper hand on another nigga, that's what it's going to be. At the end of the day, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Nigga, appreciate everybody that's throwing the super stickers out there. Corell, I appreciate you. Shout out to my nigga, PJ. I appreciate you, my boy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. $1 or $2, whatever you can do. They 99 cents. You know what I mean? It's what it is. But if you don't want to do that, hit the like. I would appreciate it. Just come out of the comments and hit the thumbs up. It's that easy. I promise you. Listen, I'm gonna show you this shit real quick. And this is, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, if y'all ever seen this, but I'm gonna show y'all today how easy this shit is. I swear to God, it's the easiest shit in the world if you do it right. I promise you this right now. See this right here? It's an X. Hit the X. Oh, my bad. You're gonna be here in the live chat. You're gonna be right here, right? Hit the X. And then there's a thumb. That's it right there. Wow. Hit that, and then you get right back in. Let's get right back in. Hit the thumb, and then come right back in. Boom. You don't miss nothing. It ain't gonna cut off on you. It's not gonna do nothing. I promise you, that's all you gotta do. I promise you, it's not gonna do nothing else but that. Anyway, it's that simple to hit the like button. I swear to God. That was it. I showed it to you. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. Yeah, he is. Hey yo, Arnold, it really be that easy. I swear to God, it do. It do. Like, I swear to God, it be that easy. Anyway, I feel like this, though. I'm gonna keep going back to what I was saying as far as Drip Set and where they are right now, or the shit talking and everything, and just as a whole, right? It's like this. I've been there before, so I know what the energy is like, right? So you may the way I carried it may have been nothing to me, but to the next nigga, it was different. He may have wanted to say some things to me that I said, man, WRL is gone. But before Wayne T Championship, the first year, this is a whole live. If Big T is in here, if anybody that was around during that time, I was in Shreveport, Louisiana, visiting my kids at the time. That's where they was living at. I was in a hotel room. I was drunk off my ass. I was talking about how nobody in the game could fuck with us. Very, very, very heavily, right? So bad. Like, I'm talking shit. I'm laughing. I have my chain on, my victory chain on. Those of y'all that remember that live, I almost fell in the tub. Literally, I had to catch myself. Big T, if you in here, whenever you find that video of me, I fell in the tub on here, but I almost fell a few years ago. Like, for real. But I just remember that. And to me, it was like, niggas. So it's just like, I know the energy. But to me, it was no big deal. But to another nigga who probably felt like how I felt, like, man, hope that nigga, bitch ass nigga should have fell in that fucking tub. Whole ass nigga. Fuck them niggas, man. I'm sick of these niggas, man. Like, you know what I mean? Shit they ain't gotta do all that. But they do. For him to feel like that, for him to feel like that, and for them to feel like that, for them to talk like that, they do deserve that shit. They deserve to talk that shit. Because can't nobody in here say if their team wasn't at that level, they wouldn't have that type of, they wouldn't talk like that. And I'm not gonna say that type of disrespect because it's not disrespect. It's just basic shit talking. But it feels like disrespect. It feels like it. Damn. That shit hit different. It felt like a nigga be like, yo, ooh, you motherfucker, man. Like, I'm just saying. But I got some guests today I want to bring in on the show. We're going to talk about some things, current events, current topics, just regular wave conversation. We're going to do it right here. Some things that they might want to talk about, things that I might want to talk about. So I'm going to send the link in, and as they pop in, I'm going to continue talking. One moment, please. One moment. Yeah. Again, salute to them guys. Salute to Cartel for them doing what they doing and them being who they are, showing love, doing what they do, man. Salute to those guys, man. That was a great win yesterday for Dripset. You know, we knew where we was at. We knew where we was at with them, right? I think everybody does. Want to always. I'm a fan of speaking positivity, not talking negative or whatever the case may be. But at some point, at some time, I can't always troll y'all. I can't always troll. We got to keep it a stack sometimes, just to be able to keep the originality in the show. We got to keep it truthful sometimes, right? So we all know where we at, right? As a squad, every squad know where we at when you talk drip set, right? So all you can really do in that moment is when you battle them, and this is just from a coaching standpoint, all you can really do in that moment is just try to gauge. Just gauge. All right. Go out there. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's see how these guys play. Let's see how they line up. Let's see some tendencies. Let's see imperfections, if there's any. Let's see what it is that we need to do to get to that level. Why did you lose this battle? All right, Arlo lost. I would say it was his crown. Everything else was pretty. For me, I feel like everything else was pretty cool. I feel like his crown just needs some more work. You know, got to keep getting that together. Let's get that crown right. Let's keep working on that crown. All right, cool. You know, come February, crown need to be in a better position. We gotta We gotta get that. We just gauging. Ditto. This is tough. We may have to. Yeah, you know what? Cool. We see that. We see what that is. All right, cool. Jeezy. That top 40. It's not bad. But it's like they see it and they count it as 3. Like that's how they feel. Like they magnify it. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep playing on how we're gonna play them, and we're gonna run it. You know, we come with. You gotta beat it. You got to beat it. Fuck it. All right, cool. But you know what? This time, all right, we're gonna run it like that. All right, cool. Boom. That's what we're gonna do. Like that's the energy. That's all you can really do. Just gauge it. You see how far you are from that. And some of us may have to just say, 24, maybe 24, maybe 2024. Next season. Let's team up. Maybe we should team up. Maybe it was time to go ahead and just collaborate with somebody and get this shit going. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. That's the energy. That's the energy. Yo, what's poppin'? Salute to the motherfucking few in the building. Salute to them boys, man. Mike, I see you, my boy. Chris, I see you. What's going on? As I'm waiting for my guests to show up. All right, I don't see nobody. Okay, no guests. I got one more. Let's see what's popping. All right. Nobody in the backstage. All right, that's cool. I'll keep going. Nah. I need 10% of all your merch sales. Nah, man. Listen here, man. Salute to all the teams that merged. That's definitely they did whatever was in the best of their squad or whatever was in the best of for whatever they had going on. But WTBD game merging. Especially not with the affiliates. I feel like listen here. There's some rivalries and there's some matchups that just gonna have to happen forever. You feel what I'm saying? Bulls and Lakers, Knicks and Pacers. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just some things like Pistons and fucking and Celtics and Lakers. Like there's just some things that just gonna have to happen forever. Like ain't none of that. Either you with us or you with them, and that's just what it's gonna be forever. You feel what I'm saying? Like ain't no other way to go about it. So I feel like at the end of the day, it just is what it's gonna be. If that makes sense. Like fuck it. They them, and we us, and that's what it's gonna be. We're not never lining up. We're not never teaming up with nobody else. Mark my words on that. We just won't be in the league if that happens. For the sake of the league, for the sake of my sanity and who I am and who they are as competitors, it will not be any joining of squads from WTBD with nobody. And I'm pretty sure affiliates feel the same way. Whoever, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the affiliates feel the same way. They not joining. They come from another squad. They broke off of some niggas that started their own shit. So I don't feel like they're going back to that. They got the leaders in place. They got a structure in place. It's nothing else. This is it. We riding with this till the wheels fall off. And we feel the same way. I feel the same. That's how I feel. I'm sure they feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it's going to be. We ain't playing like that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. I don't mind the trash talking, but I like getting the kill silently. Yeah, that's cool. But you know, that's just what you about to say. That's just what you about to say. All right, we got one of my guys. Salute to you, my guy. J4 in the motherfucking building.
My bad. What's the word?
Ain't nothing, my boy. I appreciate you for tapping in with me, man. You all right. I'm not in no rush. I've been drinking a little bit. I could talk for hours. I'm one of them niggas. I'm one of them drink niggas, and I'll corner you. I'm a nigga that'll corner you drunk and will talk your motherfucking head off. I'm him. It's like,
I
yo,
feel you. I feel you.
hey, yo, hold on, babe. Hey, yo, you about to leave right now? All right, bro, I'll get up with you. Like, damn, nigga, we're talking my fucking head off. I'm him. Don't worry about it. But
Listen, if
yo,
it's a conversation worth talking about, you good.
facts, man. I appreciate you for tapping in. I had 3, 4 other guests, but whenever they come, they come. But this is where we are right now. I appreciate you for tapping in. All right.
Yes, sir.
Listen, you see the battles going on. Salute to y'all. Congratulations on y'all win this past
Appreciate it.
on
Appreciate it.
Saturday.
Appreciate
On
it.
Saturday, I said this. I'm not sure if you was watching, but I was saying how I see y'all boys is y'all was allowing some of y'all guys to get some shots up, get some
I mean,
practice in, get some.
you
You know
got
what I mean?
almost 50 dudes in the chat. You got 15 on the lineup up. You know what I mean? Everybody, listen, listen. Banks, you 38. I'm 37. I just don't look my age. You feel me? We up
Ay
there. So
ay
I come from, listen, I come
ay.
from the era, real old school with it, when they say, you know what I mean? You miss every shot you don't take.
Yeah.
So
Facts. Definitely
everybody got to
got me.
play, especially when they
Yep.
got fresh legs. If your person getting too tired, come on now, they're not going to keep the same momentum. It's a long
Facts.
season.
Facts.
Nikki, what's the word?
Was
Facts.
good. Was good.
Facts.
Was good, J Farm.
Facts.
Was good, Banks.
I appreciate you for tapping in, Jeff. I appreciate you, man. And welcome back to the show. You've been here 100 times. Same thing as foreign. But we were just talking about they win on Saturday. I felt like them boys was
Little, it was little
letting some
scary
go.
hours. A little scary hours.
I mean, I feel like it's important to let some people get in the game and just keep people sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
we
mean,
saw.
we compare this to ball all the time, right? So I feel like you got to get your bench to get there for you. Them feelings, not when you injured, not when you fatigued. You feel me? So it's one of those, man. It's definitely one of those. It's really something like you got to play chess, not checkers. You got to line it up specific, even if you feel like which I say suicide bomber. I
What's up?
mean, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that person ain't gonna release the finger off the trigger. You never know. You feel me? So
Definitely gotta be strategic at times, man. You definitely have to be. And Jeff, now that you're here, man, I wanted to just go back to last year. As far as with y'all lineup y'all had last year, do you think
hmm
that there was too much strategy involved in that? Like you kind of over strategize that situation.
I mean, I think we wanted to make a statement, so we knew who our hitters was. So I mean, we like I said, like you knew what I said last year. We wanted to take out everyone the best we can. So I mean, that was our mission last year.
Yeah. You only had 2 losses last year. I think I had like 12 games, 13
And
games, only two. Like I was like 13,
we
11
lost
and 2.
we lost to affiliates.
And then in the championship.
Yeah, in the championship.
That was a great season. That was a great season you had last year. What's the pressure like in the chat right now, moving
I
forward? Is it
mean,
still
I
is it
mean,
worse than
pressure a
last year?
lot. We done lost some key pieces, so a lot has changed, as you can see. A lot has changed.
Most definitely, most definitely. But is it still the same energy? Like yo, this all or nothing, or it's like all right, we're gonna see. We just gonna take it one game at a time.
I mean, right now we one game at a time, because the stakes is different now. So we battling teams twice a year this time. So it's really trying to see, and then like everyone got that. I believe every team got a stretch where they got like battle 3 times a month. So like we got that coming up in June. So it's like, damn, how we going?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. So
That's a lot. But that goes into what Jay Form was saying for you tapped in was just letting them bench players, letting the guys in that the bottom end of that lineup get a chance to get their feet in the game. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I think it's great and it's strategic wise to get them in, to get those guys in who necessarily aren't quite ready yet or still on their way, to get those guys in on those teams that are that you could possibly just 3-0. Just getting all right, cool. We're gonna let our solid three get in here. But
hmm
we need to make sure that we get 2 other guys in here now. Because at the end of the day, we might not want to bring these guys out till February. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
may not want to bring them out till December, till it's a must win. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to allow them to get the time or have the time that they need to progress, and get there without necessarily having the pressure to battle or like, yeah, we got to get you in there. But like, all right, we got you out the way early in the season, so you good. Not really relax, but just take it, keep brushing, and we see how you look come February. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you, Jay Monroe, what do you think the difference is going into the playoffs as far as from the 5-man to the 7-man? You think it's a big difference? Do you think it's like, all right, is what it is?
Yeah, it's definitely a relief as far as the opponent. I feel like when you're the opponent coming in and you seen that somebody been, going crazy on the free throw line, they ain't missed yet. You're not gonna foul that same person. So now to put it in a waiver perspective as far as major league waiving, if you always got the same person at the 3, once we switch to the 7, we get into the playoffs, you're not going to keep pushing that same person out. You're going to move that person around. You feel me? You might put that person at the 5 or the 6. You never know. Just to guess your head with it, because we watch tapes. That's like us watching battles. That's just like
that's a fact.
It's studying. It's knowing if that person not outside when they been. All right, so where they been at, what they been doing, what they hair really look like. You feel me? So it's all what you have as representation for your squad. And if you paying attention, if you don't care and you just throwing out whatever, then you know what I mean. Might catch a body.
Yeah, easy. And I think shout out to Jay Wavy for putting the Major League Waving page together. I think it's great that it's there because I know my team is doing it. I'm sure other teams are doing it. Are definitely relying on that page to be able to go back and kind of scout and see what's going on. Like, all right, normally this is who they throw out. This is who they threw out last game or the previous games. Let me see what's going on with them. Let me see who they got. Let me see, especially if they win 5. We love 5s. Me personally, I love 5 gamers. I love to see everybody. All right, cool. Especially now when you're going up. I'm waiting for a really top tier matchup to go 5 games. I would like to see that. Me personally, as a coach, I feel like for my scouting report, I need to see who these guys are putting out there. You know what I mean? And to be able to go back to that page and look and see. Yo, I like that. Have you guys been using that page as references as far as going back and just look and see what's going on?
Man, I don't even have time to go to that page. I need to check it as soon as it drop. You need to see it as soon as. Nah, I don't need no references. Something might change. It might be a little faulted picture or something, a little pixelated. Nah, I need to see that clear as day. You feel me? We need to see what's going on with everybody. I mean, I think I've been doing that before Major League Waving just cause.
Just to stay on top of the game. How about you, Jeff? You guys is there a different approach this year going into each game, or is it like, yo,
I mean, like
we gonna put our best?
It's key games we watch to see like when certain teams play like when y'all went against Drip Set, when Cartel went against who they went against? Pew. You know, just trying to see who they using and stuff, but I feel like it's still too early to really see a team strategy right now. I feel like a couple more games in, you'll start to see, depending on
second half of the season.
Right.
And shout out to Supreme. I watched y'all last year. And I spoke on it throughout the course of the season, how y'all progressed through the season. Like, y'all really started to pick up in the second half. Like, y'all really, patterns started to come together in the second half. It started off with slow, but towards the end of the season, y'all definitely started to pick up and patterns started to pattern. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what we did, I think we did, 4-1? We went 4-1 or 4-0, something like that. And, it's like, and this is no disrespect to MLW whatsoever, but last year was more of the first part of the season was more of a scrimmage. Everybody knew we was going to the playoffs. This now is totally critical as far as the games, the ratings, what you looking at, your percentage wise, because now everybody ain't gonna make it. You feel me? So
facts.
Now you really paying attention. But last year it was like, yeah, we gonna do whatever. I feel like everybody was gonna do whatever until it came to the finals. You feel me? Now it's like, nah, coming out the gate, first game. This is what we do. Second game, and then not for nothing, us merging, we kind of changed everything last minute. So now you facing every team twice. But now you also, like Jeff just said not too long ago. Sorry, Nikki, my bad. I don't want no smoke, man. I don't want no smoke. It changes when you got 3 games in a month, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So you got 3 games in a month. It's like, oh, all
I
right,
was
yeah, now it's
bitching.
real.
I
Now
was
it's
bitching.
real.
I was bitching. I'm gonna say it. I was in the council chat. I was bitching. We need to do something about this motherfucking schedule. We got 2 months, 3 months. We got 3 months. We got 3 games in a row. I'm like, this is some bullshit. I'm counting them out. Then I start looking at everybody else shit, and I'm like, I think it was Supreme. It was a team that had. We have 2 months, but there was one team who had 3 months of 3 battles that month. And I was like, this ain't fair. Da-da-da-da. So I'm going back to the squad. Like, I'm trying to get them to like, yo, y'all mad too? And like, it is what it is.
Nah.
Like, fuck it. Let's just go. It is what it is. Like,
Nah,
fuck it.
just you, man.
Let's go. Facts. Facts. But
Just you.
that's just me trying to give my niggas the opportunity to get through their wolves because I know where it's at. It's like, yo, we're not playing around this year. So the opportunity may come up to where the opportunity may, the situation may occur to where I got to send these guys out every fucking battle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, I need my guys to get through some wolves. I let them leave them 30 days, maybe 6 weeks. If we battle on top of the month and the middle of the month, and we got 6 weeks, let's get a wolf in. You know what I mean? Let's get this in, whatever we need to do. You know what I mean? Let's hold up on that cut till next week. Or let's push that cut up, you know, so we got time to let that hair grow back in and get that definition back that we need to. So it's just to the point, it's like every fucking 3 months, 3 times a month, fuck, like, you know what I mean? This for me from a coaching standpoint. You know what I mean? It was just wanted to make sure that we had that time because I know that we trying to win every game. So it's like we can't play right now. We know what other teams looking at, and you know, I'm seeing other teams that progress. Shout out to Pew. I'm looking at them and I'm like, them boys is coming. I feel like they may be that supreme team at the end of the season who could possibly go 5-1. You know what I'm saying? 6-2 at the end of the season and be able to take some people out. You know what I mean? So I'm just a little shaky about that. So that was my only you know reserve about that. You know what I mean? 3 games in a month situation. But when y'all seen it, Jeff, what was y'all opinion on it or energy about it?
I looked, I'm like, damn, three games back to back. Like, I'm like, I mean, we're gonna have to make it work, figure it out.
Facts. It is what it is, but it's just like, you know, it's tough. Especially again, I know you, like you said, you guys lost some key guys. So the guys, like, I feel like everybody got a good amount of number of waivers on this squad, right? But to be able to but the number of guys who are ready to compete at that level may not possibly be there yet. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like, but it's definitely tough. It's definitely tough. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna start with you, Nikki. What did you think of the WTBD drip set game yesterday?
It was a good battle. Like, drip set, they not playing. Like, they doing their thing. Yeah. I thought I would have seen some more people from your squad out there.
We have a choice. We have opportunity. we have opportunity. We have opportunity.
I thought I would have saw Reese out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like
Reese isn't on the first half roster.
Okay.
He's not on the first half roster.
Okay.
Yeah. He might make an appearance for the second half. You know, we'll see. We'll see. It's definitely gonna be an interesting August. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of teams, I'm sure. Jay Foreign, what was the energy behind that when you seen
it? I think you ain't stupid. I think you doing certain things strategically on purpose. From me watching how you set everything up, nah, you ain't stupid, man. I think you doing you cooking something up under your sleeve. Like you got we all got patterns, right? And I don't mean the patterns that we brush. We all got patterns that's in our characteristics and our mannerisms. So we're creatures of habit. Once you start doing something, you switch it up, it's noticeable. But when you start doing something and it's repetitive, people gonna start picking up on it if they pay attention enough.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
So I feel like you kind of you was trying something out. I'm gonna keep it like that. You was trying something out.
Nah, I mean, we're going to keep GZ at the 3. We're going to run that same 3 for the remainder of the first half of the season. We're going to keep it there. We're going to keep it right there. August is going to be different.
I don't believe him. Nick, you believe him? I don't believe him, bro. I don't believe him. Nah. Nah. Nah.
You
You
gotta,
come on, bro.
you gotta have.
You went all 2022 fighting everybody with. I'm not telling y'all niggas nothing. Now all of a sudden you just holding hands like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way, bro.
Yeah, and I felt like everybody was trying to see what the energy was last year. Like, yo, why they not throwing these people out at these games and what's going on with this and da 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 da. It was just like I felt, and yes, last year played to the advantage of a lot of teams. Like you said, you guys seen it yourself. It was like, yo, we just going in here. We're gonna see how we gonna play it out. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck it. Everybody's going to the playoffs, so we good there. Everybody's gonna get an opportunity to compete. So right now, during this time, we're gonna make sure that we do what we need to do to make sure that everybody gets into battle and stays in shape. If you notice last year, it was more so of people getting switched out, a lot of people getting switched out, getting put in, getting put out, because it was like we know a lot of niggas on the squad ain't battled in years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So, and again, this gets also getting accustomed to the judging. And I want to talk about that as well. As far as the judging, how it's changed from, I know y'all been around a little bit, so y'all know, from let's say 2017, 19 to where we are in 2023. Do y'all think that the voting has evolved? Do y'all think it's getting better, or you think it's taking a step back? We'll start with you, Nick.
I definitely think it doesn't evolve because like people paying attention to more details now, especially like closer battles and stuff. They're paying more attention to details and stuff, and I mean like that's the biggest change. Like and trying to make sure that it makes sense and stuff. So I feel like it definitely got evolved. Frustrating, but still it don't evolve. Yeah.
How about you? Well, for the good or for the worse?
I mean, sometimes you question some people's votes, but I mean for the I still think for the good it has gotten better though.
How about you, Fawn?
Man, I think it's on the hill. I think every time we get up to the top, we kind of slide back a little bit. First, it was the integrity. You couldn't trust people voting because of their personal issues with people. Then it
Facts.
switched. It switched because you started taking people off the panel. They were like, oh, damn, it's getting serious. All right, well, let's pay attention. So then they start paying attention, and then it's like, damn, that's my man. But I don't know if I'm supposed to. Nah, fuck all that. If that's your man, he gotta respect your. He gotta respect your handle. You feel me? So
Yeah.
if it's somebody on your squad and you gotta vote against them, but they can respect it, it is what it is. If it's somebody that you might have a rival with, but you sitting here and you holding yourself accountable, like nah, whatever I say against him, like yeah, I'm trolling or whatever, but yo, nah, that nigga, bruh, he got this battle. His crown is clean and cut. It's nothing to get. So when you call somebody out because their vote was bad, you know what I'm saying? Look at the situation with Nikki. You got to know what you're talking about. You got to be around. You got to really say like, yo,
That was crazy.
I'm not voting, but it's also it go hand in hand. You cannot vote on what you know. You got to vote on what you see. A bad wash, a bad cut, a bad wolf. He wasn't that same person 3 weeks ago. That was bad. Yeah, he was killing 3 weeks ago, but now might not be that case. He or she, you feel me? So it's like when you go on that borderline of if you really going to do it, that's damn near like you standing on the podium, you got your hand up, like, nah, whatever I'm about to vote with is real. Versus like, yo, I'm biased. I ain't voting because I'm biased. Oh, y'all really want me to vote? All right, so my man all day.
My man all cats.
You feel me?
All cats. But how y'all feel about do y'all think that the team votes or squad voting on other squad mates battles shouldn't be should kind of be forbidden as far as in the big battles?
I mean, I feel like in the perfect world, it would be nice to have a panel of judges that wasn't on a team and stuff. Like I understand people cool and stuff, but people like their job is just to judge the battles. Like that's what they do. They judge battles. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, that's not the perfect world. So I mean, we got to work what we have for the time being. I mean, one day we might get there where we have people that just are able to judge battles and stuff, but at this point in time, we don't have those people yet. So
Do you think the pattern comes into play? You think somebody needs to have had an elite pattern at some point to be able to
mm,
judge on battles?
not a not if it's like a person who, let's just say someone who here just doesn't grow, but they love the game and they studied and everything. Like, because I'm pretty sure it's people that don't referee games and stuff that didn't play basketball,
Yeah,
coach basketball and stuff, but didn't play it, but they know the game and stuff. So like, if a person is able and willing to study the game, waive in the categories and look at previous battles and stuff, and they can show you that they're able to judge these battles, I feel like a person should be able to do it. But I mean, I don't necessarily think they had to been on the battlefield battle
right.
and stuff to be able to
Yeah.
judge.
I feel I agree with that. I mean, everybody ain't got that wrist work. Everybody
Hmm.
can't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't. Everybody can't get that top left hook right. Everybody just can't. They
Yeah.
can't get that. You know what I mean? They doing too much of this. It's, you know what I mean? Instead of doing this, they you know what I mean? Everybody just can't get it right. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it all comes down to. I know we was in talks about the the voter handbook.
Handbook.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
know I'm not sure what Cato's doing with that, but I feel like we need to shout out to Cato. I feel like we need to get that thing implemented. We need to get it finalized and we need to get it out there because it's like, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all when y'all collect collages or when y'all make collages, are y'all kind of unsure about what's accepted or what would be accepted? Are y'all nervous about them?
I I kind of got a feeling what's accepted.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, like if it's like someone one of the teenage crowns ain't told this certain way, I'm like, no, you gotta go retake that joint. If that joint ain't as direct as it should, I'm like, you gotta go retake that direct and stuff like that. You gotta make sure your head is like straight like this. Don't turn your head like. I try to be like, yeah, try to get people to fix it as quick as we can. Cause I don't want to hear nothing about people taking it last minute and then you can't get a hold of someone to retake it. I don't got time for that.
I don't. I'm
So
at
I'm
work right
trying,
now,
right?
bro.
I'm trying to submit everything and be good. You know what I mean? So
Max, how about you, Ford?
I think collages is what you make it, bro. I feel like, we spoke about this last year, collages versus live battles, right? And I was like, man, listen, you change everything to a live battle, you ain't got to worry about dirties. You ain't got to worry about lighting. You ain't worry about a blown out crown unless your ring light is high up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, and I know I'm gonna go left for a second. I feel like your collage should be like a girl getting a BBL. I don't want to know that you got surgery. I want to think about like, damn, did she have it or not? So it's just like a collage. In a
Yeah,
live battle, you can see every folk, every skirmish, every flow issue.
yeah.
But we tweak these collages to make
You
them
can't.
look like we
You
are
can't.
flawless. You
You
feel
can't.
me?
You can't.
So going forward, I feel like when you got perfect lighting and the way these cameras look on their phones, you can't but hide so much if you got a clear directs, you got clear quality, you got clear lighting. Nah, you can't fake that. It's like, oh, where that came from? Nah, bro, that shit always been there. It's just you couldn't tell last year or the year before. You feel
Mm,
me? So
facts. Facts.
it's getting harder. It's getting harder to manipulate these collages. That's the problem. That's why we having all these issues that we had last year.
Cause niggas is calling it out. Niggas is calling out
Yeah.
that little that little
Mm-hmm.
extra look. Niggas is calling that out. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And that sometimes it might not be this. It may be this. And maybe when it not giving you the back of that side or whatever the case may be. So back then it was like, all right, cool, we can see a little something, something. We're gonna judge what we see. But now, and I think it all becomes all because of the talent level in the where we are right now. It's like, nah, I gotta be able to see everything because of it's to the point where the battles are just so nitpicky. And I was watching this fucking cooking show yesterday, last 2 nights ago. It's my girl had me watching fucking Master Chef, and I'm fucking watching this shit right, and I'm watching this shit right, and so they had on like the old cooks. They brought them back, and I mean, Most of them are established. Like they was amateurs the first season they came on, but now they back and they are really professional chefs now. And they was like, yo, we gotta judge this like kind of nitpicky in this sense because there's no room for error because these are professionals now. So we have to judge these dishes as if they are professionals. So we have to look at the little nuances. Is this even? When we cut this cake, is the layers, are they even? Are they, you know what I mean? Like is the taste, do they correlate? You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like the judges definitely that's where we are in the game right now, where we're just like, all right, connections, you got flow. But it's like, wait a minute. This person got waves on the shoreline. This person is struggling on the shoreline. We got to figure out a way to penalize someone, give other person that edge because they have that instead of that person. And I want to talk about that as well. Do y'all think that how important is it, or do y'all think the waves on the shoreline, somebody having them or somebody not having as many on the shoreline should decide the battle?
I mean, if you're talking about flow is from the crown all the way out, right? And if you talk about definition, that go hand in hand. But somebody can have crown, all rings, or that swirl is coming perfect, but they don't got flow because as soon as they come out of that, it's a skirmish or it's a fork. You feel me? So it's very strategic, like you said. If you can't get a direct picture, then how are we supposed to judge your pattern if we can't fully see it? If that's the case, then we're gonna show 4 pictures of the same side and keep it pushing. Or we're gonna show 2 different pictures of the same side, keep it pushing, like old Facebook days. You feel me? It'll be some energy type. So it becomes paradoxical because then if that's the case, what are we battling for? We're supposed to be battling to show you a whole pattern, and you're supposed to be comparing that person to see who is going to be quicker to completing that pattern that they have. That's the whole point of battling.
So for you, your overall vote. I know Jeezy does this as well, and I don't like it. I personally, I don't like it. He feels like when it comes to that close, he feels like who is closer to completing this. Let's say the crowns are tied, flow is tied, definition is tied. It's coming down to connects. One person has a fork in their upper top area. Other one has one on their hairline. You understand what I'm saying? Do you call that a tie? Yeah, it's just battle. I have to call it for the wavy who has a fork on the hairline because his is closer to completion. I'm actually. Do you agree with that, Nick?
That's spicy.
I'm kind of in a way that I'm gonna just say like the one that just got the one fork on the hairline is close to completion. I mean, they both only got one fork, but that waiver has his fork as it like he's closer to completion than the other way. It's gonna take months for the other way to get that fork all the way out. So
all right, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate though, real quick. This goes with type of wave you are. Do you push forks out? Or do you break them? So what about if the person breaks it and the other person didn't get to push that fork out?
Well, you mean like in the previous, like, so you
say no, because
are you judging? So you're judging. Well, this person don't have to push this fork out. The one with the hairline, he got to push that out. So do you kind of weigh that out as well? You asking that?
Yeah, like that all comes down to texture. That all comes down to how it's flowing. Like if that fork from up here, if it gets broken, is it gonna flow together though? Or is it gonna leave a skirmish and it's gonna mess up? If that person pushes that fork out, is the flow gonna change or they gonna be able to keep it and catch it right at the shoreline by, you know what I'm saying, by another wolf and then just cutting it out. So that really depends. I don't know, man. No. You get what I'm saying? I think it really depends on, and I'm gonna be honest. I really think it depends on what type of battle it is. Are we talking about Major League Waving? We talking about Wave of Thrones? Are we talking about just a regular exhibition? I think a lot of people take that into consideration when they judging too, and I feel like that's not fair to the people that's actually battling. I feel like whatever, no matter what it is, unless you in the chat and you just running clear case of just straight skirmishes, nah, you need to vote straightforward. Like This is why we got you up here. We sent this to you because we wanted you to vote.
Facts, facts. I feel like, and I'm ask you this one, Jeff. With going back to what we were saying about the closer to completion, do you think that's something that needs to be implemented? Like we need to really focus. Like that's something that needs to be. I feel like that's maybe something that everybody don't really know to do. I think that people would just call that category a tie. But do you feel like that's something that, you know what, we may need to dig deeper into that and really see how, because again, if you're doing this, now we're evolving the voting now. We're really changing things again. Like we're changing things again. We're evolving. So is that something that you feel as though should be left alone? Or do you think, you know what, we may need to really get in depth to talk about that?
I mean, at the rate how close battles are getting, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure some judges would think that, like you said, Jeezy think that way. So like when the battles are close, where there and there most of the categories are tying and stuff, and then you got to come to the overall. Then it's going to be all right. So I'm pretty sure the last question is all right. So whose pattern is closer to completion?
That's crazy because I don't like that. I don't like that because I don't feel like I've had that. I've never voted on something and had to feel like I needed to vote that way. But again, like I said, the way the battles are going, and I know every year competitions gets heavy. And this is dating back from Game of Thrones to every Major League Waving. The competition continues to progress. So I feel like there's a possibility where there may be that situation in Major League Waving in the championship, the playoffs, and it's like, yo, this is a playoff game. This is for it all. You know, the next team advancing or winning it all. How do we score this person who has a fork here, another one that has one here? Like, what are we doing with that? So it's like, all right, cool. The crowns are take somebody like all right, crown killers. Let's say Jeezy and Breeze, right? Breeze, crown killer, Jeezy, crown killer. At that point right now, where the kind of like the crowns could be considered a tie in a sense, like you can't really call this like this. Let's just be safe. Let's not go too deep into it. Let's call the crown a tie. Flow, all right. Flow, we gonna tie that. It's going down to this connection situation here. We see one here, we see one here. What are we really gonna do with this? And I feel like that situation again, as we progress, and we see in crowns nowadays. Look, even the Beehive guys are stepping out, and they really they shit looking good. You know what I'm saying? They shit looking good. So like, I think we need on a later date we need to really dive into that and really see how that comes into play further on, and let's see if we can make that if it's enough there to make it a real thing, to where our judges are voting at that level. Like, yo, this person's at a point that his pattern is, easier to, is closer to completion than this other waiver. But only if that battle is that close. Let's not negate the other categories because you think that this other person has an opportunity to complete his faster. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I want to go back to what you were saying, Jay Foreign, about waiver. You were saying how it depends on where we are, what we battling on. And I had a conversation on my last show with Drip about asking him does he take what's the 2-1-2? What's the 2-1-2 battles? Wavy
game.
Does he take wavy games? Is wavy games more important or not serious? So it's like, are there levels as far as the tournaments that are out, or do they all hold the same amount of weight? I'm gonna start with you, Nikki.
I think it's levels. It's levels. Levels to, I feel like, for banner battles, tournaments. Even though I feel like Wavy Games is a top notch tournament. It's a tournament. I mean, you get to tag team it with someone that you wouldn't normally tag team up with and stuff in battle. So like I think it's stuff. So, but I definitely do think it's levels compared to tournaments, Major League Waving, banner spots and stuff, and then exhibition is definitely different levels to the voting.
How about you, Foreign?
It's the same. I agree. I agree. I think it's different levels for voting, and it's different levels when you going in there. Some people take certain other battles way more serious than certain other tournaments. Sometimes they just want to go in there just to have fun. Sometimes they just want to go and prove. They might go in there on a bet. You don't know what happens in these chats. You feel me? I
Yeah,
feel like, see, before tournaments was, to me, I felt like tournaments was held at a certain caliber. Now it's so many different things, especially Major League Waving being here. So many different things that you can do, and it's not the same way you had to wait. Oh, I'm waiting for that tournament again. Now it's so
yeah.
much stuff coming up. It's like, oh, this is coming up. All right, I'm gonna just jump in there. But now, even though I'm jumping in there, do I know whoever's voting is going to hold that same regard? You feel me? Are they going to actually put forth like, yo, you ain't vote this way, or why you voting this way? Oh, you don't care. Oh, all right, I see. I see. You got to take those emotions out of it. You feel me? Like, if you going, don't go into a tournament either, and you really don't care. You just throwing up some collage.
I agree
Like,
with
what's the
that.
point?
I agree with that. I agree with
Right.
that. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Simeon, what's going on? Welcome to the
Same,
show, man.
same.
What's
First
good,
time. I
Sam?
think it's your
Simeon,
first
what
time
up?
on. What's popping with you? But
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. It's since I'm firing right at you right now. Um, Tournaments, and we were talking about the importance of them, as far as what waivers take serious, what some don't kind of take serious. What's your opinion on that when it comes to like the major tournaments where everyone pops out like Waiver Thrones and Major League Waving and Wavy Games. You have the banner battles. What's your take on that as far as which ones that you feel as though are serious, or should they all be taken serious?
They should all be taken serious. If you're gonna come out here, be out here,
Mm,
no
mm,
matter what the tournament is. And that's why it's like I kind of appreciate these other tournaments that's been popping up, like how y'all did the rookies and the sophomore tournament.
mhm.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's good for the game. That's good for us to have something else besides just Wave of Thrones, just wavy games,
Mhm,
just the banner battles. Now we got a plethora of competition for you to get involved in. So
mhm.
keep people from hiding like I used to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they didn't call it hiding back then.
Come on.
I'm just getting ready. I'm in the lab. I'm in the lab is what they used to say. I'm in the lab, bro. I'm in the lab. But how, how about well, let me say this. Shout out to Pew for that shootout tournament. I don't think anybody
Yeah,
really
that was a dope tournament.
publicly gave them their props for that tournament.
That was
That
a
Right.
was
dope tournament.
that was fire. That was fire.
I'm not
Um,
gonna hold you. After my rant on that show, we ain't gonna even go into depth about it. But when I see the tournament, I can honestly say like I got to eat my words. That tournament was dope because it was something totally different than what we are used to. Even though that it was on Instagram, you still had Facebook waivers on Instagram doing a live battle, picking damn near picking through a hat type of thing.
yeah,
That's dope.
yeah.
We ain't never have
That
it.
was
So
nah.
when you have these tournaments and they all the same, you're gonna get less people that's gonna chime in. They're not gonna either want to see it or they're not gonna want to participate. So them coming out left field like that, yeah, salute to them for that. That's a
Now,
fact.
I honestly think that that's important for. Well, let me ask you, how important is it for our top waivers to compete in these tournaments? Anybody can just time in.
I think it depends. You got some waivers who do not like live battles, bro. And you got
Hmm.
some waivers who patterns look dope as hell in a four way in a live battle it don't. And then in a live battle they it just don't hit like that, but in a
Yeah.
four way they smack them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really a preference, to be honest.
How about you, Sam?
I'm kind of on two sides of it. I feel like I feel like they need to be in them because I feel like it should show the game. Hey, even the top dogs care about this tournament. They care about what's going on right now. On the flip side, I feel like that also kind of keeps people that are up and coming, keeps them not wanting to be in that tournament because they're like, nah, I know I ain't about to win. I ain't about to beat GC. I ain't about to throw my boy in there. I
Yeah,
can't battle Jeff.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
So it's kind of toss up. I get that toss up.
Yeah.
But it also goes. I'm gonna let you speak, Jeff, before I go.
Yeah, I agree with saying like it's too like it's good for the game because with the top waiver it's gonna bring more people to watch the tournaments, and I feel like bring waivers and motivate waivers to want to be able to get there. But then you got waivers that might want to compete, but then they're going to be like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna chill because they got such and such in there. I'm not gonna even make it all the way through and stuff. And then like another hand on it, like I feel like for like waivers like me, Nicole, Wavehead, and everyone like with the battles and being on banners, like it
It's a
becomes a
lot.
lot. So
It's a
like that
lot.
it becomes a lot too. So it's like sometimes you gotta pick and choose what you want to participate in as well. Because it does become a lot and you can get fatigued from it.
It's
I'm not
definitely.
speaking for everyone, but I know I can get
Yeah.
fatigued from that
Yeah.
shit.
Jeff, you told me you was taking a break this year, man. You lied to me, man. I was looking
I had
forward to not seeing you in the lineup this year. I told everybody in the chat, Jeff ain't gonna be around next year. Jeff
I had to
said
make
he taking a
I
break.
had to I had to make decisions for the team, you know, so I had to ride out for my team.
Yeah. But how you feeling now though?
I mean, April. I mean, as you can see, the battles, April was rough for me.
Yeah.
I done dripped on send everyone in, smack my ass all up and down the table. So, you know, like I lost a little focus, so it's just really getting refocused and stuff in my sessions and stuff. Cause yeah, like April, I was
Yeah.
not in tune. So I've been really just getting refocused and getting my head back in the game. You know.
Yeah. Let me ask you this though, and just piggybacking on what you said, and I'm gonna start with you, Sam. What are some things that you guys do to keep motivation? Because I know for me, this is possibly the the most consistent thing I've ever really done. Like I've tried working out before in the gym, but you know what I mean. But this is the only thing that I've been doing this for like 6 years, 5, 6 years now. It's the only thing that I've been consistent with in my life. You know what I'm saying? As a hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like I was never really a gamer or anything like that. I've been consistent with this as a whole. So let me ask y'all, what it is that? Let me ask you, Sim. Start with you, Sim. What it is that some things that you do or you advice for people to try to do to stay consistent or stay motivated.
Uh, you know, I'm very competitive naturally. So really, I may not speak on a lot, but I hear and I read and I see a lot that's been said, and so that's my motivation. Like, yeah, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna smack you in your mouth later.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to run me that phone way later, and I'm gonna pack you up.
So
So I try to just help them have that same mindset. Like, hey, you may not have it right now. Tomorrow's four way, and today's four way. So it's just a competitive drive.
I think we all got that in us. Go ahead, Jay Foreign.
Uh, I mean, my motivation before is not the same motivation now. My motivation now is the fact that we got damn near 50 niggas in the chat, bro. So it's like
And the
you used
energy
to
is
do
different.
something and you see somebody else doing the same thing, you might be like, oh man, I need to start doing that again. Oh damn, yo, I ain't you claying lane right now, man. I ain't claying lane about 8 weeks. You hitting a deep condition. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just finding yourself in the chat and you just start like, damn, all right, oh, yo, I ain't used that brush in a minute. All right, let me bring that back up. So you feel me? So it's like it's finding the motivation amongst the people that you with. You only strong as the team that you keep, bro.
Mhm.
Before it was looking at other people brush. It was watching other people's lives. It was brushing. Everybody sleep in the chat. You up 3 a.m. You brushing. All right, let me go check this live. I ain't get to check. Now it's like, nah, that chat ain't never damn near never off. So the motivation is like the fact, oh, you in here? All right, I was about to go to sleep. Nah, let me get, you know what I mean? Let me get to it.
Facts. How about you, Nick? Because I
And you
know
said as in what
the way you was talking last year. I need to know what is motivating you to keep pushing? What are you doing to inspire others?
I mean, what motivates me? I mean, losses is really what pushes me to keep going. You know, like to keep going. Also, the squad. You know, they push me. But you know, I do have my so I also gotta keep reminding myself I gotta have fun with it because if I make it start to feel like work, that that ain't good. So I always try to tell people you gotta make sure you continue to have fun with it as well. You know, um, I'm big on now just not letting things stress me a lot. Uh, that's a big thing. Not letting things stress me. Even if I do got problem areas, try not to let that you know stress me too much because if I am, I'm gonna be thinking about it too much in a session, and I might overbrush or something. So I gotta like think about those things as well. You know, like so it's just really trying to stay balanced in what I'm doing.
Yeah, I feel like people. I see. Well, basically, that's pretty much I'm saying that for you, Sim, and pretty much you, Jeff, is just the competitiveness in you, who you are as a person. Like, nah, fuck that. You gonna catch this. Don't worry about it. You got that one. I'm gonna see you again. And Jay Foreign is saying like just the energy from the chat, and I think that's what's important. I feel like people got to understand that, and with why most teams press the activity in the chat because it's like, yo, you need to be active in here because it's like there are people who do brush on their own. We know those guys on the squad who zone out, throw the music on, watch something, and they get a session in. You see the progress in the 4-ways. He ain't been in here brushing a lot, but when he dropped that fork is moving. That crown is tightening up. Damn, I see you working. But there's some people who yo, you're not in here, you ain't brushing, bro. You ain't really brushing. Because when you in here, when you brush, you call the chat. You in this motherfucker. So it's important to be in the chat because like Jay Foreign said, yo, let me get a claim. Like I know we've all been inspired to wash after seeing a nigga like, yo, that nigga shit. Let me get my motherfucking shit out. Let me get my spray bottle out.
What ball what ball you using, bro? What's that? What's that?
This shit looking crazy right now. Let me get. I just watched yesterday, but the way you looking right now, I'm about to get my shit in too. Let me get involved in this motherfucker as well. So I feel like that is just what it is. It's just like, those of y'all coming in the game or, watching this that's kind of new to this shit, like, yo, that's how you stay motivated because it's like, and I think that people don't really be honest with niggas. It's like, yo, it's going to be a time in your pattern where all you can do is just brush. You're going to be nervous like, yo, this shit ain't really moving. Am I brushing the right angles? Yeah, you are. All your angles is set. You just gotta just brush. You know what I'm saying? Like straight like that. It's a waiting game for you. And I think that's what most people really get impatient. Then they start prematurely battling, and then they get mad because they losing battles because they can't get over the hump.
You stepped off the porch too early. You came outside too quick. Chill out.
You're not ready yet. I understand you want to be involved, you want to be active, or whatever the case may be. But there are things for you to do in the meantime. But mainly, just brush, tap in and brush. Trust me, it's gonna move. It's gonna take some time, and it's gonna get there. But you have to be patient. And I think that's just what it is. It's just like everybody's so ready to be out there because they see all these tournaments. They see everybody out here talking their shit, battling, and they may be competitors as well, and they want to be involved in what the fuck is going on. So they want to talk their shit. They want to call niggas out. But it's like, bro, sis, hold on for a little bit. You good. You're just not quite there yet. Leave Nicole alone. Okay? Leave her alone. You're not at that level yet. Just chill with it. But it's going to get there. It's definitely going to get there. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to actually this just going on what I was saying about this the competitive side and everything that we've been talking about just as of right now. It's like right now, with the way things is going and the energy behind the competitiveness of whatever, right? How do you guys, I just spoke about this when I started the live, how do you guys fight through and push through the shit talking? How do y'all handle the shit talking that in your heart it's like, motherfucker, but it's, sometimes, yeah, you want to go brush, but it's like how you refrain from saying some shit back.
My bad. I swiped out. My bad. My
You
bad.
good? You good?
I mean, I just black it out. Cause I mean, you ain't never catch me on nobody post talking shit back. Like I just even my squad, they try to talk shit. They be trying to get at me, but it's like I just gotta keep myself level headed. Like
Yeah.
I gotta block shit out. It's like that's another part of being like focused and stuff. I can't let the shit talking and stuff irritate me because if it irritate me, I'm gonna go in a brush session irritated, and then I might fuck something up. So it's like I got to keep a level head. Like I gotta learn what to block out, what to take as motivation and stuff.
Most definitely. Most definitely. It's tough. It's tough for me. It's tough for me. I'm gonna ask you, Jay Foreign, how you deal with the shit talking, the back and forth. I know you be talking brazy too, but you know what I'm saying. But
That's the New York. That's the New York nature in me to be talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know who you think you fucking talking to. That's just me. I just turn like that. I be trying to, you know what I mean? I be trying to be
yeah,
civil, but sometimes it just catch me. But to be honest, that shit don't faze me, bro. I've been through too much shit in my personal life, so that shit. What the fuck that's gonna do? Nah, that shit don't phase me. What phase me is when it flipped, when it backfired. Like, oh, see, you was talk crazy. Now look, now you done fucked it up with somebody else. They don't even know me. You done just lost. Now you mad. That's how I catch my, my glorified energy. It's not, and I want to get it misconstrued. I'm not praying on nobody's downfall, but what goes around comes around. You feel me? So it's like, oh, you caught that. Oh, all right, yeah, that's cool. Oh, you see this new 4-way. Oh, you seen this video. Oh, all right, yeah. You seen the merge. Damn, that's crazy, right? Oh, all right, see you later. You feel me? So it's like certain shit I just rub off, bro. Like I kind of it kind of hit home when I'm listening to Nicki when it comes to stress, bro. I try to live a why not life instead of you start contemplating on makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
I'm not letting it because at the end of the day, this is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be therapeutic for some people. This is supposed to be a gateway. If this shit is stressing me out, that means I need to step back and find something else to do. And if I'm not ready to do that, then I need to brush it off, literally.
Yeah, facts. How about you, Sam? I know you.
Yeah,
I know you get into the memes and the videos. You get into your shit talking. You came in the game on your shit. So
listen,
you know what I
if
mean?
I can have fun with it, then I try to stay out of it. And so it's like
Yeah,
I know who I can mess with, or I might mess with somebody to the point where they about to get a little too rah, and then I'm gonna get on up out of it because
yeah.
I ain't gonna go there with you. It ain't never gonna be that serious, especially over no internet.
Yes,
Um,
most
but
definitely.
but nah, I definitely I enjoy a little talk. I like to pick on folks and make them bristle a little more.
I mean, that's why we here. It's just like, again, I always said this. This is why the game is grown to what it's become because it's competitive side. If we were just posting up pictures of our hair every day and just whatever, then we would not be here right now. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing. We wouldn't be on this show. We have nothing to talk about. We would just be scrolling the page and say, oh yeah, he had a nice pick. He had a nice pick. But that's boring. The moment that they fucking took a 4-way or took a kill shot and put it up against somebody's shit and said whose shit is better, it fucking it changed the game. And
Whole different thing.
I don't know who did that first, but salute to them. Whoever put a fucking 2 pictures side by side and said whose shit is better, that shit what? Because it's different. This is a male dominated community. So us, we got our competitive, our pride and other shit like that, and it definitely was on some other shit like, all right, they doing that. I can beat him. Put me up there with me. Fuck that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Right.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? That's just what the energy has come to. But Jay Foreign, you were speaking on just now. You had spoke on damn. I forgot what you were just saying, but I remember it, but I'm gonna forget it, but I'm gonna remember it again. But anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Now, let me ask y'all this right here, right now. Just give me what's your projections going into the Wave Team Championship. Yeah, are we doing that right now? Is it too early? Is it too early to call right now?
We talking predictions for ourselves or predictions for the whole thing?
The whole thing.
We come to get what we lost last year.
This
That's
is
all
what
I gotta say.
This is what I be trying to tell niggas. Like niggas, bitch, you gotta keep it real. No, nigga, my team gonna win. Like,
We come here, we lost
you know what
matches.
I'm saying? Like, what do you want me to say to y'all niggas? Oh, no, man, we gonna just, just that gonna come out here and take it all. No, nigga, we gonna
Not
make
there.
it. It's a long season. We gonna see
Long
what's
season.
up. We're gonna see what's up. We're gonna
Come
have
on.
to. We're gonna have to see what's up. We're not gonna just lay it down like that. You know what I mean? It is what it
Come
is.
on.
Facts. Now, Jay Foreign, let me ask you this night. What do you feel about the talk of people saying how, the merge with what are some of the things you heard about that bothered you when the people spoke about the merge with Child and Cartel? Some of the rumors or some of the shit that was being said in the comments,
I think the only thing that was, it didn't really bother me, but it was like, bro, that don't even make sense. Was it was a lot of talk from and it was different people, different teams because they didn't know how to take it, but it was a lot of talk about like, yo, nah, I think they just wanted to get Breeze, so they took the whole team with them, type of thing. And it's like, I'm gonna speak just a little bit on her behalf, only because she's not here, and I'm not going, what I'm saying, go into depth. But you got somebody who been in the game with a team for the longest period standing. You feel me?
The longest
And
active team. It was the longest standing active team.
right, active team. And so many people came from Supreme, so it's like the new members, the me's, the MRJs, the Nanas, the Shanices, the T Freshes. You do not want to have that person come out and they going crazy, but yet you comparing them from an old perspective. That's not fair. You feel me?
We never heard it like this before. Carry on.
So that being said, it's no disrespect to the people that was on there or where they came from, but it's like, I'm here now. This is what I'm doing now. This is what we didn't have reels when y'all was on Supreme. We didn't have live battles when y'all was on Supreme. We didn't even have these type of tournaments. So if my pattern is trash, keep that same energy. But if my pattern is popping, then give me that. Don't come out and be like, oh yeah, he or she just got some work to do. They don't know the game. Nah, like you said before, they coming out with crowns straight out the gate. Rest of their hair might look trash, but people coming out with straight crowns.
Facts.
People coming out with straight great hair health. Not having issues with trying to fight if, damn, is this oil moisturizer going to hurt me or help me? Is this water based, dealing with my porosity or deal where I move? Is that going to hurt me? Nah, if you're going to strategically critique my pattern, then keep that with my pattern, but not where I'm from. That's another thing. A lot of people feel like they get on these teams, and I don't mean like joining teams. I mean, get on like talking about these teams. You cannot sit here and project that waiver just because they on that team and all of a sudden, oh, that person's this or that person's that. Nah, that's not fair to their character. Keep that shit separate. That person is that person regardless. Are you a fan of that person or you just don't like that team? So that person go to that team, now all of a sudden you don't like them? You don't even know them.
Facts.
You feel me?
And I think people really, I've said this in the past where I've said, yo, I can never truly beef with a nigga on the pages just off of posts and things that they post, because I don't really truly know that person. Now, once you make it personal, it's a separate issue. But I could never see you how you move on the pages and say, yo, I don't like him. I don't like him. I may categorize it to where I don't like how he move on the pages, but I can't say I don't like that nigga as a person. When I see him in person, I'm gonna throw a drink in his face. I'm gonna spit in his dinner or some shit like that. Like, you just can't do that. You know what I mean? You definitely can't do that. And I feel what you're saying, Jamin. And I keep foreign. I appreciate. I feel what you're saying. My bad.
Nah, you good.
I know the Wavy Movement, Chris Connection, they also merged, and I know there was some things. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I heard them. The things that were said about y'all and that merge and things like that. So, what is your sim? I'm asking you personally, your opinion on the things that were said, because I know you've seen them.
Hey man, everybody gonna have something to say. Everybody got a reason behind why they think we did what we did. It's just part of the shit talking. So I took it with the rest of it. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, I know. I think Jeff spoke about that about that merger and how that thing came about. And so, what's the energy on in the chat now from the French guys, from the French Connection guys that came in? Now you guys are the. Let me not mess the name up. It is called the.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Can you give me the name, Jeff? Can you give me the name, Nick? I don't want to mess it up. Is it the French Wavy Movement?
No, it's the wavy movement.
Okay. Oh, so it's just TWM.
Yeah, it's just TWM.
Okay. All right. So where is everybody getting this French Wavy Movement shit from? That's something that was made up, or did you guys come out and say that at some point?
We just went back to the roots. It's the wavy movement.
Okay. All right. TWM. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I ain't mad at it. But Sim has some connection issues, so I'm gonna ask you, Nick. Um, is there a language barrier in there? Is there some trouble in understanding each other in there?
A little language barrier, like the Greg and Dope
Dope.
Ray, they speak pretty good English, but other than that, the rest of them, so we got to use the translator and stuff.
Yeah. Now, how has that? Has that been difficult as far as communicate? Well, I'm sure it's difficult communicating, but as far as like helping and motivating each other, is there shit talking going on with y'all and the French guys? I mean, what's going on in there, man?
No, ain't really a bunch of shit talking. Like I feel like for the most part, I feel like for the most part, when it comes to as in all the real competitive, I feel like Greg and Dope Rays are the main two that's kind of intact with everything that's going on. But other than that, like the other waivers on the that they had that came over, they're not as in tune as everyone else.
Mm.
So that's a barrier as well. Like they're not as in tune. I feel like they don't completely understand the competitiveness of the league. So it's like we're trying to break that down to them.
Mm. I get it. I get it. I respect it. I respect it. I'm
But yeah, it's TWM now. Yeah.
I, I, I respect it. I respect it. But we about an hour and a half in. I appreciate y'all boys for tapping in with me. Being able to have this conversation with me about some stuff and just getting your thoughts on, you know, on everything that I be thinking about. And just some stuff that y'all want to talk about or anything in the comments. Anybody got any questions in the comments? That y'all want, I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes to ask questions, legitimate questions in there in the comments that y'all
You
want to
let
speak on.
you left Nate in the back.
I was going to let Nate in after I got done with my conversation. I specifically asked people to come on who I wanted to have a conversation with. So sometimes niggas just gotta just play the comments for a little bit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm gonna let those guys in after I know Drip is also waiting in the back room as well. He has the wavy world, but that's not VP. That's Drip. I know him, so I'm gonna let him in a minute. I know his windows. He has very high windows. So when he came in, he had a camera facing up on his wall, and I know his room. So I'm gonna let him in a minute. Let him get his shit off. He got to talk his shit. So I'm gonna let him get. But I just want to say I appreciate y'all boys tapping in on a Sunday afternoon. I know you niggas got families and shit that y'all trying to get into. So
I'm about to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Salute. I appreciate y'all boys. Y'all boys
Yeah,
be easy, man. Thank you, Sam. I
Mhm.
appreciate you, Sam.
I'm off this.
All right, now we're gonna let in the other guys who happen to manage to get the link. I will put the link in the comments so everybody can participate and join in on the conversation that we just spoke on and speak on it. Good afternoon, Drip. VP, man, what's going on, man? You're a little late, but you're right on time.
Man, my bad,
You're right
Banks.
on time. Don't worry
I'm
about
a
it.
single father out here, man. You know how to do my little thing, man. My bad about
Banks,
that.
you
I'll
good,
do it.
bro? Hey, you good, bro? You good, bro? Pardon
Don't be
me.
knowing
Pardon
my
me.
fucking house, Banks. For real.
Okay.
Don't be knowing my fucking house, bro.
Drip, know you. I know you very
Don't be
well,
knowing my
man.
fucking house, bro. You got me back
I know.
yesterday. Okay, you was on your
Yeah.
shit yesterday.
I got the
I
right
felt
name
so.
and
Hey,
everything.
look, and I felt so special that he had tapped in my shit. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was bigger than any frame I ever won. I was like, yo, I got this nigga that tapped in my shit. Okay, it wasn't him. It was Banks' ass.
It's okay,
I felt
bro.
like that was a comeback for all of them. I felt like that was bigger than everyone I
I think. Nah, I gotta get you. I gotta get you back for that B-Web. That was that right there. You still up on
Hey,
that one? You still up? You still up in the numbers on that one?
everybody face was
That was.
crazy. Ceto face was crazy. Webb face was crazy.
He threatened our lives in that one. I don't think we could top that
Hey,
one. Not yet. We ain't
that
there
was
yet. We
crazy.
working.
Hey,
We
Banks.
working though. What's going
Yo,
on, BP?
yo, I know you have some drip set questions, man. I know you look. Hey, man, I might be like the publicist for drip set. So
Nah,
if
I
I
didn't
might have
really.
missed,
You
something,
good.
let me know, man.
I didn't have any drip set questions. It was more so just general questions about where the game is right now when it comes to just judging and energy and staying motivated. Just going off the conversation. I don't
Okay,
really have any
okay,
questions written down. I just went off the conversation.
okay.
I'm a little advanced now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
This nigga
mean?
said I'm a
Improv.
little advanced
I'm a little
now.
advanced now. You know what I
This
mean?
nigga, oh, you a host.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just gonna go with the conversation, but there was something that Jay Foreign had brung up, and I forgot it. I wanted to talk about it, but I forgot, and it was really good. He was speaking on something, and I forgot, and it's gonna hit me afterwards, and I'm gonna be pissed off about it. But while you here, BP Drip, you here? Let's just get into yesterday's game. Let's talk about it. WTBD versus Drip Set. What's up?
It is, like I ain't gonna lie, we knew we had that. We knew Gigi was gonna be at the 3. We knew we pretty much had that. We really just wanted to get these first three games out the way so we can start letting that second string squad start getting their games in. We had a tough schedule coming out. First 3 games, we had all the top teams in the game, TWM, affiliates, and y'all.
We're done to play
And
with.
yeah, so we definitely had to come with it. Even if we felt like, oh, we got these niggas, we definitely wasn't about to come sleeping on niggas. That's how we caught an L last year.
Yep.
Like sleeping on niggas. Like, nah, we ain't gotta worry about these niggas. We us. Nah, we ain't fucking around this year. You feel me?
Yeah. Definitely. I think where most of the teams is at, and I said it earlier. Half of the league may be on a tight time to where, all right, we'll see, niggas. We out here. We gonna participate. We gonna rep our squad, and we'll see what's popping. 2024, 2025. And the other half of the league is like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna have to see these niggas and they're gonna have to see us in February.
Yeah.
So however they come out is how they come out. We gonna come out too. So we ain't about to give nobody a fucking title at all. So if they beat us at our best, then they got that. But we ain't about to be out here just repping our squad. That's not how we giving it up.
Exactly.
BP, how long you been in the game now?
Since 2019, like fourth quarter 2019, I started brushing with 2 mirrors.
Facts. That's serious waving.
That's what I consider like, okay, I'm not just brushing my hair, I'm actually brushing, I'm paying attention.
It's serious waving at
Quarter
that point.
2019, yeah.
It's serious waving.
It may have been even a little earlier than that, because I think I was drip set what?
Yeah.
BP snuck on drip set. No cap.
Probably like 2020 January or somewhere around that time. I don't know.
I looked up. It was a light-skinned nigga in the chat saying he was the best light-skinned nigga on the planet.
What?
Bro, I swear it took us 2 years to find out how BP came drip set.
How the fuck you get in there, bro?
It was actually, I think it was
it was Wavy Department.
Wavy Department let me through the back door.
Yeah. I didn't know that for 2 years. Like we always was asking, like, how the fuck did he become drip set? How did he? Never knew.
Wavy Department is not with y'all no more, right?
Nah, I think he's Wave Cartel now.
He is cartel now. A nigga snuck in and got out and brought some niggas in with him.
That was fire though. I respect it. Hey, I
respect it.
Man, had to do what I had to do.
You was a vessel. You was used properly.
He
Salute.
has been
All right.
BP has been very instrumental into this squad's success. Like you feel me? Him, like even the guys you see on the background, like you might see him on the background, but you will never know the important piece to this puzzle that they are.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Facts.
I think everybody got those people on the squad who may not necessarily be top tier waves, but they are very instrumental in the chat.
Yeah, and
You know
you
what I'm
need
saying?
that. You see any well-run organization, and what's they got in common? They got a good front office.
And they got vets, and they got
Yeah,
vets.
vets.
They got vets that been around, who know how the game is played, who know how to move out here. And I think that's the most important thing that a lot of, well, not the most, but one of the most important things is knowing how to move on the pages, knowing how to fall back, knowing who to talk to. I mean, regardless of what motherfuckers say, you gotta know who to talk to around this motherfucker. You gotta know who you talking to. You gotta know who you talking to. You
Yeah,
gotta know who you're
facts.
talking to. I mean, nobody's special, nobody is more important than the next person, but there are people who are more loved, who have a lot of love out here. So just to the point where it's just like you watch your mouth when it comes to certain people, and you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, just chill out, homie. Brush your hair, be active, comment and whatever, but just just tread lightly, my nigga. But BP, since you're here, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask. Well, both of y'all, but I'm gonna ask y'all. We was talking about the judging earlier and how the game is evolved and the judges and everything like that. And we spoke on
Team votes.
no, not team votes, but how battles can be so close to where you might potentially have to go with the person whose pattern is more complete. Do you agree with that,
That's
or
that's only should be taken into account for one category, and that's flow. Flow is the only category where you should take into account who's closer to being more complete. And I'm only basing that off. I think you said it was B Wavy who came up with those. Remember those cats breakdown I sent you with the A
oh,
B, and it said flow is really the only category where you should break down who's closer to being complete from crown to shoreline.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think when y'all implemented, or I don't know if you guys have fully implemented the official handbook of how the rules should be in place. I feel like as long as everyone is on the same page, then that's okay. But it seems to have a lot of votes being subjective, votes being kind of gray line-ish, niggas not wanting to really explain shit, and that fucks it up. But like anything, as we proceed, especially in the league, shit is gonna get tweaked. Look, the NBA been going on 75 years. They change a rule every other year.
every year?
So it's
Yeah,
always gonna be ways. It's
to
just about
improve the
having the
game.
like people in the position. I think y'all need to go through with a comb in that panel chat. I don't know who's in there, but niggas gotta have certain qualifications to be in there. I feel like I don't know. Like I just can't. It just can't be. Oh, we need a representative or two from each team, so it's fair. I feel like it literally needs to be the most unbiased people who are going to give it real cut, raw, and
Mm,
go from there with a official handbook. But
yeah.
I
Let
don't
me
I
know.
ask
feel
you.
like
Let me ask you a
the
question, BP. Hold on. I got you, bro. Let me ask you a question real quick, BP. Do you think that there's a rule or a category that needs more context?
Uh, yeah, probably that flow cap, and I think we need to start going back to being more strict on that direct cap too, because it's like niggas just letting the directs fly now. I don't know when that became cool, but at least when I came into the game, that was like, nigga, that'll get your shit thrown out the back window. The directs ain't right. Niggas is clowning this and
You
that.
automatically lose a battle with bad directs.
It's like
You
niggas ain't taking that
automatically
serious
lose a
no more.
battle. You automatically lose a battle. If I can't see a certain side of your head, I can't give you connects. I can't give you flow. I can't give you definition because I don't know what's going on that side of the board because of what it is. So it's just to the point where that's when directs now aren't. We make directs. I feel like worse than what it is. I feel like even though you can see somebody's whole right side, just because there may be a head tilt, there may be a little lean, we go deep into, oh, that's not direct. how can you give them directs or how can you give them this and da-da-da-da? But I feel like, it needs to be more leniency on directs when it comes to me. Cam, what's going
What's
on,
up
my
with y'all? What's
boy?
going on with
What's
y'all?
going on, man? What's going
Oh
on?
man, cool.
Damn, what up?
What's up with my son BP, man? I know
Man, ain't not, man. We just in here chopping it up. You know the vibes. Hey, Drip, what was you saying earlier? I didn't mean to cut you off, but
I feel like the league is trying to take that handbook into more consideration. We are implementing the things we saw in that handbook a lot more. Like as far as directs, if
yeah,
they are crazy directs, we ain't taking them. We sending them back. Hey, get another one in. So we are trying to go there. And as far as the judging go, we holding the judges to a high standard as far as voting on time, explaining things. The thing I do think needs to be in place is the cat the not, I don't know what word I want to use. I guess I'll say importance since I can't get the word out. Importance of the categories. Like the other day, I seen somebody win something in definition and they won overall. Like I feel like that's the one thing we need to get an overall understanding on which categories outweigh the other ones. Like I don't feel like crown and definition should something in definition. It got to be like flow and crown. It overweighs connects and definition. Um, Connects and flow overweigh crown and definition. Like I don't like seeing people win over directs. Like I don't want to see somebody. Oh, they got it's 2-2 in the categories, but the other person won direct, so they win the battle. That is the one thing I hate the most about the game. I hate seeing that more than
I
anything.
I feel like that voter handbook needs to be out. I feel like like I said, South Dakota. I don't know what we doing with that or whatever, but I feel like we need to revise. We need to go back in that chat and fine tune it, add to it, take from it, and release it because technically
Yeah,
it's not out yet.
yeah,
So we only going off of ideas and things. It's just ideas that we have talked about in that chat and trying to throw it at the judges like, yo, this is what y'all got to start doing. Or this is what the vibe is in case whatever. But for the actuality, it's not out yet. So we need to
yeah,
get that out. And I think that's what is going to help as well because I see other platforms accepting certain collages and accepting different things that we may not be accepting. So it's just to the
yeah.
point where it's like if I can get away with this on Shark Week or WRL banner or Illis banner or wherever or for a title, then why is this not acceptable for Major League Waving?
Because we're
Um,
major. That's the key word in this. Major.
yeah,
We major league
yeah.
waving. It's certain things that's accepted in college football that ain't accepted in the NFL. Like it's different things, and we are trying to get this to a bigger platform, and we need to have certain standards. We got to set a standard and abide by it because we are the major league waving.
Mhm. I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that. And again, I mean, how you? I mean, I feel like yeah, agree or disagree with me when I say that directs are being over judged in a sense. I'm gonna
It's
start. I'm gonna
it's
ask you, Cam.
honestly, yeah, I think it is, bro. I think it is, but me personally, I ain't gonna lie. I really don't really know how to vote hella good. That's why
Yeah.
you don't see me voting because I'm not finna be even bullshit you. But I do pay attention to a lot of shit though. I pay attention,
Yeah.
so I do feel like it is kind of overjudged. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, I can't really speak too much on the shit because me
Right.
personally, I don't have too much knowledge in voting my damn self. Because I ain't gonna lie, the shit be so confusing me. It be too much shit going on.
Facts. It's every day is something new. What were you saying,
Yeah,
Drip? I'm sorry.
it's my fault and your fault. It's our fault, Banks. When we started doing it, it was like, yo, hell no, hell no. Like that's when I think when the term step back start being pushed,
Yeah.
that's when it was like it started getting more frowned upon.
But let
Like
me
we
ask you a
start.
question. No, let me ask you a question. What was truly being hidden?
That's the thing. That's the thing I was saying. If you can see every single wave,
What
Nah,
was
niggas be
truly being
hiding
hidden?
shit. Niggas be hiding shit in them indirects.
If
For
my
real.
if my right side was like this, then I get it. But if I'm giving you a little of this, you still can see everything that's going on. So that's why I fought like, yo, what am I hiding? Yes, I'm tilting my head a little bit, but what am I truly hiding? There's nothing. You still see what's not there.
Yeah, I
Like,
get that.
you know what I'm saying?
But this was the thing though. It's not that you hiding. It's the fact that there is something called direct, so we're supposed to abide by that rule. That's the only thing. It's if there was no direct category, then yes, we shouldn't. But it's like showing up to the Olympics and they got the way. Like, look, you got to start at this line, and you like, nah, man, I like to start in front of the line. This is what I like to do. You can't do that. It's like you got to abide by the standard that the league has set, and if directs are a standard, we have to abide by that standard. And if we're not doing it, we cheating the game. Even if you're not hiding nothing, I'm just saying cheating the game. If you're not hiding nothing, but you still deciding to not do what they say, it's like you hide. I mean, it's like you cheating the game.
Hey, thanks. You asked us a couple minutes ago. You said you started off by saying how we felt about that battle yesterday. How you feel about that battle yesterday?
Good question. It wasn't the battle that bothered me. It wasn't the battle that bothered me. I knew what we was getting into. I knew what that was. I already knew. We all knew what that was about. So it was more so the shit talking that kind of pissed me off, which it was supposed to. And I got spoke on earlier.
Who was shit? I didn't catch that part. Who was
Oh, we was talking crazy.
Everybody was. Everybody was in crazy. There. I remember a few names. But that's neither here nor there. But I was, that was really what it is. That was really what it was for me. And I was telling my nigga, he hit me. He like, man, what the fuck? We talking. I'm like, yo, I know you upset, bro. I get it. I'm upset too. I said what it is that we ain't never been on the side of the fence before. So it's tough. When we was up here, we was talking heavy. We didn't give a fuck whose feelings we hurt or whatever. It is what it is. So now that we aren't at that level, you see what everybody was going off of and why most people or most teams felt the way they felt about us. We didn't care about their feelings. We just continued to talk. But it just hurts. And again, like I said, I see why niggas go left. I see why niggas take it personal and go to a man, fuck you, you bitch ass nigga. SMD, nigga, SMD. When I see you, nigga, it's on. Keep that energy when you see me. Like, bro, all I said was we fucked y'all up 3-0. We skunked y'all niggas. Like,
but the difference is though, the only difference is though, for Dripset, it wasn't ever oh you a bitch ass nigga because you 3-0'd us or because your hair is better. It's no, you a bitch ass nigga because you saying shit like SMD. You saying shit like that. Yeah. That's why we carrying that kind of energy. It was never about your hair being better.
I get it.
You feel me? And then the difference too is like we on top of the mountain right now. We on top. When TWM came in, we embraced them. We always shouted them out. Yo, shout out to them. Shout out to what they doing. We didn't, as soon as they come in, say, oh, who is y'all? What have y'all done? Y'all ain't never did nothing. We got this many frames. Y'all ain't got this many frames. That was happening when as soon as we dropped, we first coming out, we got our first battle in. They like, oh, why y'all waiting this long to battle? Why y'all ain't doing? So it was like,
that energy I got, and then while we never when that was the newer guys that you had the issues with, the Reese's, the Kiss, the Zays, you know what I mean? Whoever else, I'm not sure who else was in there around that time who was talking heavy and saying those things. And what it was that we was on a level to where we didn't care what the niggas that came in was saying because we was at that level. Yeah. So it was like
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Because Courtney was in the front line a lot of that shit talking shit too, and he's going out there. He's one for sure.
Saying, but was he being disrespectful?
Drop set. Y'all was calling us drop set.
Listen.
The line of disrespect.
Was he saying SMD?
That's why he never got the energy that the other people got.
He
never said that, right?
Yeah.
He never said that.
It was just the same shit y'all doing now with us. I don't want to duck in, and it's that. Oh yeah, we could be angry about that, but what can you do? You understand?
And that's why it was always a respect for the guys like
the Hurricanes and the Crockett's,
the Hurricanes and the Arlos, and it was guys that we talk shit with, and it was cool. Like when we started that, this is our house shit. with Arlo, Coltrane, and those guys. It was competitive shit talk. It was like, yeah, we talking shit to y'all, but it's respect. And then we had guys who like wasn't really outside, but they'll come and they'll start calling us clowns and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, you calling us a clown. It's like you may feel like, oh, that's nothing. Like I'm just saying clown, but no, you calling me out my name. You being disrespectful, and I deem it as disrespectful. So I'm gonna carry it. It's not ways no more with me because you disrespecting me as a man. So
But I could say for at least
different.
the last year and a half, 2 years, and I apologize to cut you off, Drip.
No, it's all good.
We always have had that a little bit more friendly banter between the two teams, WTBD and Drip Set. But what about it yesterday felt like it went a little left?
What do you mean? Nobody said, I said that. Nobody said nothing disrespectful.
It just felt that way.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It just felt that way. It just felt that way. Like, I heard when niggas is like, oh, 3-0. I'm like, this niggas is talking about my mama right now. Somebody said something about my daddy, and they know my daddy in my life. So this is, there was no need for them to bring that up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just hit different. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't, nobody crossed the line. Nobody said anything personal.
Okay.
And you know what I mean?
No, it's just the passion taking over.
Yeah, that's a fact. And the competitiveness.
Yeah.
It's just like, ooh, these niggas, man. And again, like I said, in public, it's like, yo, congrats to those guys. You know what I mean? But behind the scenes, when them cameras cut off, yo, what the fuck? Fuck these niggas. Fuck Just Set. When I see niggas, it's on. That was it. And then, you know, when the cameras cut back on, it's, yo, man, y'all niggas played a hell of a game. Salute to y'all niggas. But that's all you can really do. Because, and that's where we are right now. Like, what am I saying? Like, I can't say nothing to these niggas. We can't say nothing to these niggas like that. You can't. You got to let it ride out and get your breastwork in until you get to that level. So the frustration of being, because for some teams it may not be that bad because they was never truly at that level to where they was the ones that was, you know, talking that. They wasn't talking that. So it's easy for niggas to take that shit talk and walk away with it. But nah, nigga, fuck that, nigga. Hold on, nigga. What you talking about? So, you know what I mean? It was, again, it was never really disrespectful, but the energy that I took from it was as if y'all niggas was talking about my kids and my mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? It hit hard.
It was meant to feel that way. Mm-hmm. We meant everything with the utmost disrespect.
And the ongoing back and forth.
Yeah, this is 3 years in the making.
When Cartel beat us last year, they still on this alphabet soup shit. That didn't bother nobody. Nobody. We didn't care. I took that. I laughed at it. It was, all right, hey, I got that. You know what I mean? Cool. But it meant nothing because it was a newer team and it was what it was. But with y'all, it's more history there. Those wins and loss, even with the affiliates, it's not that type of. We got a rivalry, but it's a silent rivalry with us and the affiliates. We respect them as competitors. They respect us as competitors and what they've done. And you know, in the game, what we've done in the game, we respect each other in that level of secretly, you know, talking shit in the chat. We talk shit about them in the chat. They talk shit about us in their chat, and that's where it stops. When it's time to play the game, when we step on the field, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, we gonna line it up, throw the ball up. You know what I mean? And we gonna hoop. But y'all niggas, nah, fuck that shit. This is a public rivalry. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of not even a rivalry no more. The score is like 7-1. Like, I don't even know if y'all could ever catch up to this. Like,
hey man,
we still looking for a rival. We still looking for a rival. We don't got no rival.
There will always be a rivalry. There will always be a rivalry. You will always have something towards us. Always. The Lakers and Celtics will always be something. The Bulls and Pistons will always be something. The Knicks and the Pacers will always be something. Always. Yeah, and regardless, it doesn't even matter catching up. Fucking catching up is nothing. It's always going to be, we got to keep them there. Nigga, the moment we get one, you feel that. You know what I'm saying? You feel that shit.
When our 2-year undefeated streak was broke, we felt it. I ain't gonna hold you.
You feel that shit. Like,
I felt it. Like, ooh, it's been 2 years since we lost. Like, we really like 30-2 right now, our all-time record. Mm-hmm. So we looking forward to keeping this thing going for as long as we can have it going.
Yeah. But the moment, it doesn't matter. If you lose today, tomorrow, 10 years from now, It's going to sting. And regardless if you lose today, tomorrow, 10 years from now to WTBD, it's going to sting. Nigga, you could be in a rocking chair, nigga, not bald head. Nigga, you going to come in the chat like, y'all niggas lost to WTBD? Oh,
sure,
man,
for
what
sure.
the fuck is going on in here? We're how far we have fallen. I'm kicking everybody out this shit. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's always going to be that. Always going to be that. That's just the energy that, you know, is good for the game.
Was y'all coming out to win yesterday, or was y'all just coming out to battle?
We was coming out. We put our best on the floor. I mean, shit. Put our best on the floor. We came out there, like I said earlier in the live. We came to gauge. We came to see where we was at. We came to see how we lined up. That's all you can really do.
That's what I was asking.
That's all you can really do.
Was y'all just baiting, or was y'all? That's what I meant.
No.
Like,
We came to see how we lined. We came to see how we lined it up. I was upset to see Wavy Derek. Was it Wavy Derek?
No, Wavy Derek wasn't in the lineup.
Oh, I'm looking at that's bad. That's another battle. I'm bad. I'm looking at something else. I thought that I wanted to see Wave Head Drina in the cold. I know where they rank at. I want to see these guys. I want to see them up against my guys. I want to see how they line up. All right, what we doing here? What we doing there? Okay, I see what's going on there. All right, let's see. All right, let's get to it. Like, this is where we are right now. Like, I feel like everybody should be at that level of, if you want to win, let me say that, if you have plans on winning this shit, you should definitely be at that place. Like, let me see what's up. No one, regardless of, all right, we may not have enough right now, but let's see how we line. Let's see how far off we are. You feel
I feel like the only teams who have shown me that they have a fighting chance to compete in the Way Team Championship Finals so far is the affiliates being number 1, y'all being number 2, and the Wade Cartel being number 3. As far as which team by February can give us a run for our money.
Yeah.
For that to stop the 3P.
I think that bottom 3 can be switched up.
Who would you say the bottom 3? Oh, you said what you mean, like as far as which bottom 3 team might come in, make some noise?
I feel like somebody could come in and take one of those spots. Affiliates, WTBD, or you said the Wave Cartel.
I
feel like somebody could come in and take one of those spots.
They ain't shown it yet. They ain't shown it as far as roster improvement or pattern improvement.
It's early, baby. It's early. Still early. Now, August, September, it's time. Come September, I feel like everybody can't. This is me thinking personally, not saying this is true, but this is how I feel. I feel like depending on where you are in your pattern, there's not too much you can do. You know what I mean? By the time February comes, from September to February, October, November, December, January, that's 5 months. That's 3 wolves. Some people 2 wolves, 4 wolves for the tighter curl guys. But I feel like you may be able to get something done, but by October, it gets real. Now you got people who are able to move some shit in 3 months. Okay, cool. But everybody shit ain't moving like that.
The 3-month guys is mostly straight hair guys that could do something in 3 months. They gotta be super fine, super medium on the cusp of straight.
Yeah, but those tighter curl guys and those 3C, all the 4s and those 3C guys takes a little bit. It takes a little bit of time to move some of that shit, regardless of how much you brushing it. It's gonna feel like it ain't moving, or it is moving, but it's moving slow. One wave at a time.
Tell JVG tap in, JVG. Shout out to Pew yesterday. We lined it up with Pew and Wade Cartel yesterday. Yes. Wade Cartel threw out their 3rd string, so they didn't want to lose with their best guys. They didn't want their best guys taking an unnecessary L, so they set them down.
I wouldn't even say it's that. I wouldn't even say it's unnecessary L's.
Is though.
It's not unnecessary L's. It's strategic, Drip. It's strategic. That's what it is. Why my guys is battling? Them guys is battling on everything. You got this. This is an exhibition. You may hold it to another level too, or whatever, but to them it's not. That's just for fun. We just battling for fun because y'all called us out. And right now, my guys are my guys, and I'm not giving you my guys right now.
You might as well have a
see you in the league. We'll see you in the league.
You might as well have
on the banners. See you on the banners.
I feel like they might as well have a duck. They might as well have a duck.
I mean,
shout out to Pew.
I would
They
have.
might as well had a duck for sure.
I would have. I would have.
Shout out to Pew for coming to line it up. I think
I would have refused.
I seen Pew is getting better. Like I said, I told them this year I expect a lot of them. I have high expectations for Pew, and I
Me
hold them
too.
to a high
That's
standard
that's
this year.
that's that's one of the teams and TWM. Those two teams I feel like could bump any one of those three out of there with enough time. With enough time,
Hmm.
I feel like any one of those three could bump anyone. Any one of those two could bump any one of those other things out of there. Shout out to Immortal, Imperial, and Wave Sayings. I got love for y'all and all the people that's on those squads, but I don't think that y'all have enough or
We
enough.
can't hear you, JVG.
I don't think you have enough time or enough pieces to be at that level by February. If you do, prove me
Can y'all
wrong.
hear me?
Salute to you. Yep,
We
we
can hear
good.
you
Go.
now.
What up, though?
What
Got
up,
it.
though?
Should just put some Visine in my eyes so I don't be looking high as
You
hell
go
at
back
work.
into work. Go back into work.
You feel me?
Aye,
Nah,
Hell
drip,
aye,
yeah.
aye.
respect on us, drip.
Right now,
Put
y'all,
some.
it's just not there right now. The respect is there. It's just right now. Those are the teams. I
I mean, but
if
right
y'all
now, if you look at the paper, you got to go off the paper. Right now, we at the top. Like,
no, I
I
can't
mean,
go off the paper. I'm going
I
off.
can't go off
I'm
that
going off.
paper.
I'm going off what I know. Like I said, come the Wade Cartel versus Pew game. That's the game I'm most excited to see this year. And whoever wins that game is gonna be that team that's
okay.
there.
So Kato, the battles with Kato yesterday, that ain't mean nothing. I mean, we
No,
popped two off y'all.
I said y'all definitely earned some respect points with me for that, getting that. So I said y'all the team I got the most expectations for. I hold y'all definitely have I have high expectations for y'all
I
this year.
think we got the hardest second half of the schedule too, and we gon' and like during that time we gonna prove to a lot of people like what we got in our check, like and we brushing and like you keep giving us time, we gonna get there. Uh,
I
somebody gonna be
expected because I
scared of that
expected
second
y'all to be
half,
here with us. Like I
huh?
expected.
JVG, hold on, Drip. JVG,
Mm.
why do you say you got the hardest second half schedule in the league?
Just cause I mean it's all random, but we got the top tier teams. Like we got the WTBDs, the affiliates. We had all like the chumps early. Y'all gave us the chumps early, making us feel good. We got the chumps early, but after that,
Oh, you
we
saying
battling top
okay?
teams after that.
You
Niggas
oh
with
you
patterns.
no, you
That's
talking about at the end of the
Back
season.
in.
At the end of
Not
the
even
back
at the end
season,
of the
yeah.
those
season.
Starting
those
with
last
Wave Cartel.
those last four
Starting
or
with
five
Wave
games is gonna be
Cartel.
tough, is what you're saying.
We got
We,
we
we
got a stretch. We got a
But
stretch like
everybody
Wave
everybody plays
Cartel.
everybody.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
Wave Cartel, affiliates, WTBD, Drip Set, or
We
TW, something like that. But we
Yeah.
got y'all niggas strong. Y'all got power
we
teams.
had
Like,
that.
and that's what we gonna take our place. Like last year, we was trying to play catch up the whole time last year. Like this
Yeah.
year, we trying to show niggas something. Like
Yeah.
Y'all at a position to where y'all can definitely be a top seeded team if y'all carry you if y'all use the weekend in the beginning to y'all advantage, y'all could definitely be in a good spot. We
I mean,
had
ain't no
two,
using it to your advantage. Cause look, if we beat all them weak teams, the three teams that I think that's weak as hell, we beat them both times. That's six. If we lost to the rest of y'all, that's 10 losses. We gonna be
can you do me a
10-10.
favor and
I'm
name
trying to.
those weak ass teams for me? Just for my name those weak ass teams.
Hey, I'm speaking for me. I'm talking out my mouth. It's some
Yeah.
weak ass teams out here,
Who the weak
and
ass teams though?
hey,
Put a
it's some
name
weak
on
ass
it.
teams out here. I mean,
Put a
Immortal weak
name
as
on it.
hell. Wade Sayers weak as hell. We about to find out what Imperial got. I don't think they got enough for us. But it's some weak ass teams out here. I'm just being 100. I love this wave
Yeah.
shit. I hope
Yeah.
nobody
Hmm.
take it
You good?
personal. I'm talking
No,
wave.
no, no. They're supposed to, JVG. You didn't say nothing about nobody's kids. You just talking wave shit. They're supposed to
Mm.
take it personal.
I
They're
mean,
supposed
What?
to.
our
Oh, I'm about
challenge
to
this
kill my
year
bitch.
is to get into that top ranking. Like we keep getting pushed to the side. I can see why last year. This year we making our improvements, and I just know we gonna get better with time. And all the hard teams are in our second half. Like if we can beat two of the teams, is like I think we gonna give French Connection a run for their money. Like, and I think we gonna give WTBD a run for their money. Like I
I
think they
agree with
gotta
that.
see us in the
I
in the royalty
we
conference.
do. We
They
do.
gotta
We
see
do.
us.
We
You
do.
feel me? Like
We do.
I feel like
We do. Hey,
y'all
hey,
can
hey.
definitely
We
give
ain't we ain't
French
sleeping on
French
y'all.
boys. Y'all can get a French boys a run for their money.
it's a couple teams that I know we gotta beat in that second teams at least one time just
Facts.
to get us to keep us at that top of that.
You gotta get two out of the four. 2 out of the 4 gotta go.
That's
2 out of
how
the
I
4.
feel.
Yeah.
That's how
What
I
is
feel.
the what's gonna be the what do you Banks? What do you think the record is gonna be to have to get into the playoffs? How many teams is going? It's three from each side, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think the record is gonna have to be to get you into the playoffs?
6 and up.
6 and up. 6 wins and up. 6 wins and up.
I think it's gonna be 6 and up for real.
6 and up. 6 and up.
Mm.
6 and up. I mean, I can give you. I feel like it's gonna be us, Wavy Movement, and Pew in our division. Now who gets that number 1 seed out of that? Don't know. But y'all, Cartel, and affiliates. So that's going. I feel like that's going to be the actual playoffs. Dripset should get a first round bye. So affiliates and Cartel line it up in the first round. And the royalty conference depends on how it play out. Now for that, you're going to need at least 8. You're going to need 8 wins. 8 wins.
To get the top spot.
To get that top spot. You're gonna need to win half your games
to get that number 1 spot.
No, on the royalty side, I feel you're gonna have to get at least.
That's
you
on
have
our
to win.
side?
On our side, you're gonna have to win at least half your games to get the number 1 spot.
To
but
get
to
that
get in,
week.
to get that bye, you're gonna have to win half your games.
I think our side gonna be tricky. Our side, I feel like.
Nah, this gonna be what it is you gotta count for the 2 O's. You gotta count for the team that you're not gonna beat twice. No matter when you play them, it could be at the last game of the season. It doesn't matter. You possibly may not beat them twice. Now the key is
2 teams like that I feel like is like that.
I don't feel like it's only one in my opinion.
One of you.
We going undefeated.
Dripset and Affiliates is the team that to me like that I know for Pew, them 2 teams, they probably got us maybe. I don't, they might have us.
Yeah, but I feel you, but yeah, I know what GB and T doing over there. I know how they run this ship, so they know what it takes to be at that level, and when you have to be there, you have to be at that level at the right time. So, I see Maisha and Sito and other guys. I know Miko's. I feel like Miko's there. Miko's gonna have to hold on for the rest of the season. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like the other people who are the other ones are still improving, and we can't forget about GB.
Don't forget Johnny L.
Johnny L's gonna have to hold on. Some people gonna have to hold on until February. Some people are still progressing. So I feel like Maisha and Sito and Johnny L may be at a great place come February to where they're gonna progress and max out at the right time. But Miko, she's gonna have to hold on, in my opinion.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to hold on to that pattern.
Don't let life happen, as y'all like to say.
That's what I wanted to talk about. With
life already happened.
Life. That's what it was. Damn. That's what it was. J Foreign life. I wanted to talk to y'all about life and that, but we'll get into that another day. But
I feel like when you got a squad, life happening, you gotta lean on them. We all here and we all use the term it's bigger than waves, right? If it's bigger than waves, when life happens, you got people to lean on. Life hit me so many times, but in Vegas at one point, bro, like we was about to lose our spot, like, and I'm still in the chat every day. I couldn't let life affect me because being a leader and a guy on the forefront in the face of this, life hidden couldn't stop me from what I was trying to accomplish.
See, the thing about it is like everybody handles those personal issues. And I was just talking to this shit with my nigga Arlo today. Like, niggas don't really know what's going on outside this bathroom. Yeah. Niggas in the squad may not truly know what's going on outside this bathroom. When niggas step out this motherfucking and it's some shit out there. It's some shit out there. There we go. It's some shit out there. So it's just to the point where it's like A nigga may have some personal issues with their family that they dealing with, and they need to spend more time with their kids and their wife. Nigga may have some financial issues, so they have to work more, find another job, work more hours at their current job. So it's like, damn, life not necessarily mean like, yo, I'm stressed out because, you know, me and my girl beefing today, I can't brush. But nah, my nigga, I can't brush as much as I want to because I have to go to work. I got a 16-hour shift today. And then when I get off, I got another 16-hour shift tomorrow. So that leaves me with 7.5 hours of free time. And I need to sleep and spend time with my family. So brushing is gonna have to fall behind that. And I don't have time today because I gotta get up and go to work. That's real life
deep,
shit.
It's next man up.
And that's
Next man up.
the good thing. Next man up. Like when you
When
got
we
people in your chat, you can do shit like that.
we can't be 40 deep and it not be nobody else to step into those places. We just talked about it yesterday. Like I was asking Nate and them like, yo, Nate, how does it feel to, after all that time being a front man guy, being able to fall back and work on new things with your pattern and see new guys on the forefront stepping up? And that's the key when you building these teams. You gotta be thinking about, you have to be thinking several steps ahead. You have to be looking for the future. Like we already knew at some point Jabrion was gonna scout. Hisham taking a step back, like Nate switching up his pattern.
Y'all had a
Uh
whole new reload, dog. Like,
yeah,
damn,
like you feel me? And that was
that's
already in
tough.
play. That was like we was thinking ahead because we knew it was gonna come a time for that to happen. And it's dope to see that. And I think that's what everybody got to be thinking about when y'all structuring these teams. Think about the fall off, as if you want to call it that, the guys who might fall off.
The code says if you find peace in your brush,
Yeah,
Cause, cause
you gonna get that brushing. But like me, I've been
that's
working
not
doubles
true.
every weekend now.
You
I
find peace in
brush
that
my
brush.
most on
It's
Wednesday
you
and
can
Friday.
find peace in your brush. Yeah, you may get an opportunity to brush, but that session ain't a session. That's a let me unrag and make sure my hair is in place, add some product in a 5-10 minute session. That's not enough to be elite,
that's what I
especially
was
when
doing.
you got a 7.5 hour turnaround and
And that
you have to travel to your job, a 45
that
minute
refinery,
trip to
yeah,
your job. It's different,
bro,
bro.
for real, that
Certain people
refinery
gotta
life.
just
That's all I
maintain
was
though.
doing. That's all I was doing in that refinery life, bro. All I was doing was getting home, unragging, looking how I look, product, brush a little bit. I'm ragging up. I'm going in. Like I wasn't even in a chat like that.
Yeah. I gotta go spend time with my kids and my girl. They need that time. And then I gotta eat and go to sleep. And then I gotta, you know what I mean?
Back,
It's different. It's
back,
different. Now for
back.
everybody whose life may be a little different where they can go in that get off work and go in that bathroom for 2 hours, get a session in, sleep for 4 hours, get up and go back to work. That's cool. But my body don't work like that. I got a 16-hour shift ahead of me. I need at least 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours of sleep. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able. I need to lay my ass down, guys. I need to lay my ass down. You know what I'm saying? And there are some people who are going through some real life mental, personal issues. I gotta meet you real quick, JBJ. You kind of loud. But there are some real niggas that's going through some real personal shit in life that they dealing with as far as their kids. Like people's kids may have a handicap or maybe struggling in life. Like
Mm-hmm.
or just my son is he's going through this in school. And I got to make sure that he's handling his business to do this, or whatever. My mom is sick, or my kid is sick, or whatever's going on personally, to where they don't have the time to handle that. Or you may be going through some real life stressful shit. Some niggas don't know what it's like to be on the verge of losing everything. I mean,
Man,
family. Like,
yeah.
yo, my girl, my wife, we going through some shit right now. She's leaving, or my kids, I can't see like some niggas take that shit differently. I know me personally, I have been through that. So I know where I was at when I scalped and put the brush down in 2020. I knew where I was at. I knew I was losing my relationship. I knew of 4.5, 5 years. I knew I was losing that. I knew I was losing the availability to see my kids as much as I wanted to. I knew that I was transitioning to a new job and unsure about that. So it was like I needed that break. I know what I was dealing with in my mind, my mental. Like, and brushing wasn't it for me. That wasn't my peace. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't my peace. Facts.
for like you said, for some people, it is like it definitely. We all need at least 30 minutes of you time a day. Like even like you said, we got for everything else, you do need that you time. And
Yes,
for
of
a lot
course.
of us, you might play the game, you might smoke, whatever it is that you do. Brushing became therapeutic, especially because you can come in that chat and talk to your guys about things that you may not talk to your family about. You may not talk to your girl about. You may not talk to anybody about, but you could talk to these guys. Like it's crazy that like even in those moments where everything was bad, I could talk to some people and they wasn't gonna judge me. Non-judgment when I am broke and I'm going through it. They ain't judging. Oh, you broke ass nigga. I ain't dealing with that from these guys. I could talk to them about, yo, I'm going through this shit, and that was an escape. That was definitely. So like I said, waving definitely was is really therapeutic if you use it the right way, especially when you on these teams.
I agree with that totally. Retro said, I worked 2 jobs and also been a full-time father, husband, way before into the game. You make time for what you want. You absolutely right. And for everybody, brushing is not the time. It's not what they make time for. Now,
Yeah,
you can't knock a nigga for not choosing to brush over what it is that they choose to spend their time on. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I know how I am. I know what it is that you say full-time father and a husband. This is me talking to him, but just um, generally speaking, I know that my time with my children are precious. I don't have a lot of time with my sons because of the distance. And they're actually moving to Japan this summer. So I won't see my son for a full year and change. And that's the longest that I've ever been able not to see him physically.
I
But
just went through that, man.
you
It's
know
been
what
a
I'm
year and
saying?
some change since I seen my
So
boys. They
but
coming
my
down for the summer. It hurt.
facts,
It
facts,
hurt, bro. Like it's
facts,
a different pain that you
facts.
can't explain, especially like you said when you used to always seeing them.
Yes,
That's a different kind of pain,
yes,
something you can't even express with
yes.
words. You feel me? So
Facts.
I feel
So
for you for that. Real talk.
my team know. Like when my son came down spring vacation and I wasn't live that whole week or nothing like that. I'm spending this time with my son. This is what I'm making time for. So if you're going to knock me or boot me or whatever the case may be because of that, then so be it. You was never really my nigga anyway.
Yeah, fact.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? You was never really that for me anyway. So just know, like, oh, but was I brushing? Yeah, I did. I got a little session in. You know what I mean? I curled for a couple of days and then I got to wash in or whatever. But oh yeah, but I know that okay, cool. This time that I have with him, I'm gonna be out here all day with him. I'm giving him this. My son go to sleep after me. Like he's 15, he want to be up watching a whole bunch of bullshit anime. I hate that shit, but
I me too
it
for
is
sure. Cartoon.
it is what it is. I gotta fucking fall asleep to this shit, or you know what I mean? It ain't right. It ain't right. I don't
Yeah,
know when I'm gonna be able to get this moment back. It's
yeah.
a fact though. That's a fact though.
I feel
So
like the bonds we built, like we ain't booting nobody over not being in the chat because of they going through that. Like if you do that, like you said, you wasn't my dog to begin with. Like it's guys who went through the stretch where they didn't have waves. They still drip set. They still 40. They tap in. They might just tap in for conversation.
and you know what's crazy though? Because regardless of whatever they fuck they got going on top of their head, they still your niggas. And it's
Yeah,
still good to see these niggas.
yeah, fact.
Yo, what up, my nigga? What's good with you?
Mm.
Hey,
Hurricane. Go ahead, JPG.
my
Go
man.
ahead. Yo,
Hey,
you
but
good? You
look.
good? You good?
So like, do y'all get that same leniency to like, say you got a new waiver on the team that ain't really proved themselves, ain't really been out here, and then
Nope.
Nope.
they start
Nope.
Nope.
going. You get
Nope.
the same
Nope.
waiver.
Nope.
Nope. Mm-mm.
The bond ain't been built. You
Yeah.
ain't showed the consistency yet. You understand what I'm saying? If
Not even
listen,
just.
if this may not be for you,
Yeah.
I don't know you well enough to give you that grace. That's just
Not
facts.
even. Not even just that. If you were consistent to get here, and then you think you just gonna get here, and now you ain't got to do that same thing no more, we get you up out of here. We get you up out of here. Like don't show up to the job interview dressed all nice coming in here and then you show up to work a slouch. Like you came in here telling me all these good things about you and then you show up to work and that ain't what you about.
Yeah,
Like, nah,
right.
we getting you
Yeah,
up out of
right.
here.
Yeah,
Um,
right. It ain't working out. Again, I mean, the work and the relationship that you built along the time, that all that shit matters. You know what I mean? Before that happens, I've had to have built a relationship with you. Me and you have had a one-on-one conversation in the chat. I mean, it's just me and you in this motherfucker, and we brushing, and we happen to start talking about some real shit. I mean, like some fucking your
Onisha?
family, my family,
Oh, I thought you said Onisha. I
motherfucking
couldn't hear.
religion, like some religion type. We talking about God and family, and you know what I mean. We getting into some real shit to where my brush is down. I'm turning around to the camera. I'm standing up. We having that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like. It's got to be that, and it also got to be a little bit of something what you did on the field too. What you do in the field? What you do to support the team? What you done out here in these streets? I mean that matters too. A little bit, that shit comes into play as well. You know what I mean? But me, I would never personally knock a nigga for having to go through life shit, like or whatever it is whatever they consider to be life shit. And I don't think that we should, as a community, or even as a teammate for somebody, say somebody don't want it as much as you, or they don't deserve to be on the squad, especially if they've been around a while and they going through some shit, and they need that time. I mean, they've been down with you for 2-3 years, brushing and taking L's with you, been on the front line with you. The moment some shit come up, it can't be, oh, he don't want it, he ain't brushing no more. You know what I mean? It can't be that. Go ahead, JBG.
No, like when I went through what I went through, nigga, I scouted 3 times in 4 months, man. Mm-hmm. Like, but my team,
I would have kicked your ass out.
They knew my energy.
Yeah.
So they wasn't on my head. They wasn't about ready to boot me.
Yeah.
But if somebody else did that shit, they probably have been like, nigga, what the fuck?
You got to go. You got to go. But they gotta respect the groundwork. They gotta respect the footwork that was put into this shit. They know you've been there for day one, out here on the front line, in these lives, in these comments, taking darts for the squad, and stepping out there and winning and losing for the squad too. So that all comes into play with me, for real. Like that shit matters to me. You know what I mean? We just can't just let niggas just come in here and think that this is how we rocking. Nah, because we got to set standards for the niggas that's also coming in around that time. Let them know that this is not okay. You disappearing from the chat for 2 weeks or whatever, however long, an extended period of time, and then you ain't saying nothing. Niggas is hitting you up, and like it's levels to it though. Like if a nigga hit you and you ain't responding, and like you just ghost niggas, then yeah, you out of there. But if you tapped in like, y'all, listen, y'all, I know I've been here for like 2 weeks or a month or whatever, but this is what I got going on. I'm gonna try to tap in when I can, but this is what the vibe is. And most of the time, 110% of the time, a nigga, let me see, 85% of the 90% of the time, a nigga is gonna feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? A nigga gonna be like, all right, yo, handle your business. Tap in with us. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta respect that shit. But we have to. Anybody else want to tap in? And I'm about to get off here. We have 2 hour and 28-minute mark already. Shout out to everybody.
Y'all be easy, man.
All right, bro. Shout out to everybody that tapped in. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you tapping, hitting me up early and shit. I mean, I was at work. So
yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna have to get you and BP on the next one, and then add a couple other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We'll set it up. I know it was kind of last minute, so I understand that. It was last minute, but it's cool. I appreciate you for tapping in now, though. Salute to you.
All right, yeah, bet that. No, I appreciate y'all. 100.
All right, bro. Yo. Oh shit. I'll catch him later. All right. So to everybody that tapped in, man, I appreciate everybody that gave the super stickers, that supported the channel, supported me. Wavy Alumni is not dead. Wavy Alumni is not dead. It's not dead. It's not dead. It's not. We're just waiting on some things to come. Some things in production right now is coming. It's coming. Be patient with me. Trust me. God's work is always on time. Remember that. So, again, appreciate everybody. Hopefully everybody has... Oh, shit, he left out again. God damn it. So, appreciate everybody that tapped in. Also, next weekend, what's good? Try and get a little alumni going. Try and get a little Wavy Fuse jumping off next weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, WTBD. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my buzzer and all this other shit. We're going to make sure we get the time restraints right. Shout out to the cartel. Y'all pack is coming. Don't worry. I got you. Also, Nicole, I got you too. I haven't forgot about you. Don't worry, it's coming. Yeah. So yeah. Wavy Feud next Saturday. We're gonna have some fun. I forgot who coming up. Who wants to step in? I think Dripset. I think we got Dripset. I think Dripset is coming. I don't know. I may let 2 other teams come in, but the way niggas is talking like, yo, if you win, let niggas come back and and you know what I mean, and defend their title. You know what I'm saying? Let niggas come back and take it again. We'll have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Wavy Joe Good, I appreciate you, my boy. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna let the WTBD guys come in. Not sure we're gonna have the same 4, depending on scheduling and shit like that. But let them guys come in. We're gonna let Drip Set guys come in. We're gonna have a little wavy feud. The winner stays on. Only way to get the actual prize pack is to win the fast money round. We just ain't giving out shit for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Cartel got something because them are my dogs. Other than that, everybody don't give. If you just pop up, I mean, you're not getting nothing. I'm telling you right now. Because you on don't mean you're getting something. And if your team win the first 3 rounds, you're gonna have to win the fast money round to win at the actual prize pack for everybody. Straight like that. And those of y'all in the comments, I know how we do. If they can't get it, then we're gonna give it to the comment to get opportunity to win something. So see y'all next Saturday. I'm gonna see. Might have to throw my Yamin on. I gotta find my mustache, man. I gotta get my you know what I mean, get my Steve Harvey on. You know what I mean, what's my name again? There you go. Steve Random Juice Harvey on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, salute to everybody that tapped in with me, man. Random Juice Banks, man. I'm out, man. Aye, aye, aye.